Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I have that video that I've been talking about for weeks. You probably have heard me talking about this video that I'd planned in my comment section, or you might have looked at my streams where I did mention this a bunch of times. But this is something that happened to me all the way starting back in May. It went from May, through June and a little bit of July. This basically was just 5 weeks of just me pissing off and trolling the scammer. If you want to know what I'm wearing, I'm actually wearing my Aiden Pierce cosplay. So Aiden is the guy from Watch Dogs, and I'm going to actually explain why that's going to be relevant in the video later on. But anyways, about this this video, most of you guys are probably wanting to see this video because for laughs. You guys are probably looking at this video because this part of this video is very funny. I did piss off the scammer and I trolled the scammer and I said some really stupid things that I'm sure people are going to find really funny, as well as my grandpa voice, which you'll see a little bit later on. But the main purpose of this video is not for laughs. The main purpose of this video is actually to draw attention to this scam and bring awareness to how ridiculous this is. And so hopefully YouTube does something about this. Now, I have actually covered this exact scam. So this scam is not in, some random call center calling you up. This is actually a scam that's on YouTube. So you actually see it in the YouTube comments. If you spend a lot of time on YouTube like I do, you probably have seen this scam a lot of times in the comments section. And I have actually done 2 videos in the past actually talking about this. I did one video 1 full year ago, back in July, talking about this exact scam. And then I did another one back in January. And so since then, it's been over a year, YouTube has done very little to actually address and stop this scam. And so this scam has been going on for years and it's still appearing. So what exactly is this scam and why is it so dangerous? Now, whoever is running this scam, these people, they are very creative in how they design their scam. I'm not defending them or praising them in any way. I want to make that clear, but I'm saying there was a lot of thought put into how this scam is, because this scam can really convince a lot of people that this is real, and I'm going to explain how. So anyways, take a look at this. This is where I encountered the scam. So this was on a Sky News post. So I had a Sky News post recommended to me. This was back in May. I remember it was some kind of news article, and I literally, what I did was I started looking at the community post, I started looking down at the comments section, read the comments a lot of times, and I come across this. And this right here, Brandon Emma. And the reason it says 7 days ago is because this is at that time when I recorded this video. So this is, I recorded this all the way back in May. But this post is, months old at this point. But anyways, Brandon Emma, posted on this Sky News community post, and he wrote, most of the millionaires in this industry started investing 4 to 5 years ago in 2017. A market correction right now to extremely low levels could be a blessing for those with patience. And then Charles Karen replied, talking about being successful, I know, I am blessed. If not, I wouldn't have met someone who is as spectacular as Meryl Whitmer. She's the best broker I have ever seen in my whole entire life. And, then there's that from Mike Stucca. Here it is. And then there's a phone number. Now, I don't know whether I'm allowed to show phone numbers here for YouTube's terms of service. That's why I blacked out part of the number there. But basically, all of these people right here, every single one of them are fake. These are not real people. There is no Brandon Emma. There is no Charles Karen. There is no Mike Stucca. These people, these scammers, these are bots. Basically, what the scammer is doing is the scammer is using a bot network. He's using a bunch of different random accounts that are just posting. So they're posting and they're trying to create a conversation with each other. So these are not actual people conversing with each other. These are actually bots replying to each other to try to make it seem like it's a real conversation to trick people. That's why I say the scammers have been very creative in how they fought this scam out. But anyways, you notice how it has 13 likes too. That's another part of the scam right there. Some of these posts even have like 30 likes, some of these comments on here. Some of them have a lot of likes because there's so many bots that are liking them. These aren't actual people, but these are bots that are liking them. And when somebody sees like 13 likes on here, they're going to be thinking, oh wow, it's legitimate. There are people actually liking this and agreeing with this, and so it must be true, right? But wrong, it's not. And so what these scammers do is these scammers will have a full-on conversation with each other, and then what they will do is they'll have you text that number. Now, once you actually text that number and you reach out to the number, that's the person that's on the other end of that number is going to pretend to be that investor, that fake investor. But here's the thing about this, and here's how I know that this is a scam. Look at the name, Meryl Whitmer. Now, I actually looked up Meryl Whitmer on Google. Now, Meryl Whitmer is an actual investor from what I have seen. And Meryl Whitmer is actually innocent in this. She actually has nothing to do with this. She is completely innocent. This is not her doing. She has nothing to do with this. The scammer is just posing as her. So that way, when people, Google her name, that they're going to basically see, oh, wow, she's an actual investor here. And they're going to be more swayed to try to talk to this scammer. So basically, when you text the number, the scammer will then talk to you. They'll initiate a long conversation with you, telling you to, go to their website and, deposit Bitcoin. And basically how the scam ultimately works is the scammer wants you to deposit Bitcoin, or some kind of cryptocurrency on their website. You register, you deposit it on their website, and then at that point, they cut all ties with you. Their website is a scam site. It's designed not to invest your crypto, but it's instead designed to steal from you. It's instead designed to rip you off. That's basically how the scam works. And so take a look at this. This is more proof that the scam is actually fake. To tell that these accounts are basically fake, we go through each of the accounts and we just click on them. There's no videos, there's nothing on there, just a first and a last name and some picture that they probably stole off of Google. So we look at the first one, Ryan Cynthia, and we click on the about. Look at this, joined September 30, 2021. Now we go down the line here. Brandon Emma, Charles Keene, September. Mike Stucca, September also 2021. Kelvin, September 2021. And so you keep going through these. Edith from Radmirez, September 2021. So all of these accounts, is that a coincidence that all of these accounts were just simply made in September of 2021 and they have no content on their channel? It's basically an attempt to try to trick you. They're trying to trick you into making you think that these are actual people, but they're not. They're all made on the exact same day. They have nothing on their channels. These are not real people. These are not probably real names either. These are just random names they put together and random pictures they probably got off of Google to try to simulate a conversation. Now, let's move on to the next part, when I actually started texting the scammer. So I started texting the scammer, and I talked to the scammer for 5 weeks. For 5 weeks, I drove this scammer absolutely insane, and I could tell I somewhat got to them, and I really did annoy them. So anyways, let's move on to the conversation right here. Okay, so now let me show you guys my conversation with the scammer, and I'm also going to pause through this to also explain the website, but this is like 50 or so screenshots that I'm going to be covering, me explaining the backstory behind them. I don't know how long this is going to take me to explain, because this is like 5 weeks of conversation of just me going back and forth with the scammer, but I wasted the scammer's time. I managed to actually drag this out for 5 weeks, and I'm surprised the scammer didn't just block me. I'm surprised the scammer was able to talk to me for this long, but really wasted a lot of the scammer's time for 5 weeks. So this is, my first message. This is, back in May. Hi, is this Meryl Whitmer, the famous investor? Greetings, Mr. or Miss. This is expert Meryl Whitmer, trading services. May I know your name and where you are contacting from? Do you have any experience on stock trade options and Bitcoin trading and mining? And I said this. I said, hello, my name is Aiden Pierce. So that's why I'm wearing this also for the video. I have done some stock trading. I had some bad luck with crypto, but I have been using Robinhood a lot more. And I have tried dividing stocks. What do you think of dividends? So basically, dividends, that for people that don't know what a dividend is, I actually meant to say, I meant to say that I have tried dividend stocks, not dividing stocks, but I guess that was just a spell check that did it at the time. But for people that don't know what a dividend stock basically is certain companies, when you buy stocks in them, they will give you back a percentage based on how much shares that you own. A lot of companies do this, big companies like Coca-Cola, for example, that do this. And I'm telling you that any investor, if they know if they know anything about investments, even an amateur investor will be able to easily tell you what dividends are. So that was like my test right there to the scammer. What do you think of dividends? By the way, thank you for taking the time to respond to me. And then I wrote, I am also from Chicago, which I'll tell you this. If this scammer Googled my name, Aiden Pierce, Chicago, if he just bothered to Google that, he would have saved himself 5 weeks of just me annoying the living hell out of him. But he didn't even bother doing that. So he would have just seen instantly the video game character in Watch Dogs and just blocked me, but didn't even bother looking up my name. Do you think I should try any specific crypto? You have any recommendations? Moving on to the next one. Sorry for the late response. I was so busy with other clients. Yes, they was recommendations, but if I may ask, are you on WhatsApp? I think WhatsApp we be more easier, or what do you think? And also, I for people seeing it right now, I am the P, so the P is me, and the S is the scammer. And look at what I made the scammer's name of my contacts. I made scammer idiot get a job. This was all through Google Voice, by the way. This was the app that I used to later call the scammer and message the scammer. And so the scammer is unhappy that I'm not using WhatsApp. Now the scammers, they typically want you to use WhatsApp. Now, WhatsApp, I'm not actually that familiar with it. I know that it is a mobile, messaging thing. You can also call on it too. I know that it's free. I know that, one of my friends, I think, uses it. But if anybody knows more about WhatsApp, just let me know in the comments down below. Like, I've heard about it before. I think it's just a messaging service. But I don't know why the scammer wanted me so badly to get on WhatsApp with him. Let me know why. If you guys know in the comments, why do you think the scammer wanted me to get on WhatsApp with him so badly? But I was just talking to him back and forth through this. So I said, and also for the grammar here, the scammer said, I was so busy with other clients. Yes, they was a recommendation. Yes, there are recommendations. But if I may ask, are you on WhatsApp? I think WhatsApp it would be more easier, or what do you think? So you see, the scammer's grammar is already terrible. So just with these messages alone, I knew the scammer wasn't an American. I knew this right away. The scammer was pretending to be an American. And, this is not just some, world-renowned trader, because if they were, wouldn't their English be a lot better than this? And I wrote, no, I don't have a WhatsApp, unfortunately. Could you tell me what crypto or stock do you think works best? How much is your fee after the crypto or stock is sold? Or do you charge a monthly fee? So this, I wasn't being serious about this. I just wanted to see what the scammer would say, because a lot of these investments sites that are actually like legitimate sites, there are actually companies that you can go to that will invest your money. Banks will do this too. And typically they will take a fee out of the investment. So when they'll invest your money, they'll sell some stocks for you. They'll put it in stocks and then sell it for a profit, and they'll take a percentage of that. And I wanted to see what the scammer would say here. And I wrote this: how much percent is your fee based on the sale? Also, what do you think of Bloom Corporation stock? I think they are a great new company that is expanding in my hometown right now, but I'm not sure. What do you think? Do you also have a link to the brokerage you use? So brokerage, that is basically the stock site, the site that you would deal in stocks and crypto. And for Bloom is the evil corporation that is actually in Watch Dogs 1. They're in Watch Dogs 2. Are they in Legion? I'm trying to remember whether they were in Legion. But the Bloom are some of the main antagonists in Watch Dogs 1 and 2. They're an evil company that, is taking over Chicago and San Francisco, which is basically one electrical grid. And if he just Googled this, Bloom Corporation, he would have instantly got up that it was this, fake corporation. It was from Watch Dogs, but he didn't even bother looking it up. And then I wrote, and it's okay to text me when you have time. Do you think it's a good time to buy before the debt deal or after? I am concerned the government defaults. It may hurt the market. What do you think? So this, again, wasn't being serious here. I was just trying to keep up a conversation so the scammer would think that I'm interested, basically. This was before the debt deal, so the government had to decide on the debt ceiling, and if they didn't actually pass something, a lot of people actually thought the stock market would possibly crash or the stocks would do really bad. So I was asking this to see what knowledge this scammer would possibly have on the stock market, and the scammer's a complete idiot, in case you're wondering. And then I wrote this: hey, I have a friend that also is new to trading. Is it okay if I give him your number too? I wanted to see if the scammer was going to scam my friend also, and of course, scammer went for it too. My friend was also in on this, by the way, so I told my friend about this, and my friend had a fake phone number ready for this. And the scammer said, well, I could coach you through a process and you will be making about $20,000 or more in a week, depending on your startup capital, and you're assured a good ROI. ROI, for people that don't know what ROI is, that is return on investment, without any losses. I'll be in charge of your trades for the first week so you don't lose, and from the second to the third week, I'll coach you on my strategy to trade on your own, but the platform will be entitled to 5% of your profit. And the scammer just posted the exact same thing again. And you can also give her my contact. And I literally wrote this. Hang on a second. Wait here. I wrote, is it okay if I give him your number too? And the scammer wasn't even paying attention to that, because the scammer wrote, you can also give her my contact. It was my friend him, but the scammer said her. The scammer's not paying attention too. That sounds great. Could you link me your platform? I'll give you your info to my friend. If you get a text from Jordy Chin, that's my buddy. Thanks for the help. I really appreciate it. So for people that don't know, Jordy Chin is Aiden's fixer friend. He's a crazy hitman that's in Watch Dogs. Okay, how much are you willing to start with? I can start with $6,000, but I could probably do $10,000 if you think it's better. Again, I'm trying to appeal to the scammer's greed. I'm trying to see how greedy the scammer is here. And then I wrote, is there any dividend stocks that you recommend? Yes, it's better with 10,000. The higher investment, the more profit you get. I highly doubt the scammer even knows what dividends are. They keep ignoring my point on it. And of course, the scammer tells me to go for $10,000. They want as much money as possible from me. They're just trying to steal as much money. And I wrote, Jordy will text you tomorrow. He's at work right now. I'm still available for a few hours. Jordy wanted to know, he could put 2,000 in. Do you think he can also get a good return? Do you think it's possible for him to hit 10,000 a week? And then I wrote, okay, I can do the $10,000. Can you link me your brokerage? And then the scammer writes, okay, do you have any Bitcoin wallet? And I wrote, I do. Do you want me to buy any more Bitcoin right now? Do you have up to your minimum amount, in which is $10,000? Yes, everything is set. I'm ready whenever you are. Minimum amount? I told the scammer my max was 10,000, but... And then the scammer writes, okay, I'm going to send you a company website register and send me your username. And the scammer sends me the link to their website. Now, the reason I blocked this out is because I don't want people going to this website. I don't want people getting tricked, and I don't want this website getting any more traffic. But the scammer had put the link me the website, and I'll cover the website here in a moment. I wrote, thank you so much, and send me your username. Hey, so, and then basically what I was doing at this point is I was actually looking at the site. I was carefully looking at it. That's why it took me, 16 minutes to reply to the scammer. Hey, sorry, I'm signing up right now. Sorry, I was just texting my friend Jordy. He says he can only do 2,000 because he has a lot of bills, but wants to know if that can still generate a good return. He says he can sign up tonight too. So I tell the scammer my friend has a lot of bills to pay, but he can only do $2,000. Of course, scammer has no conscience whatsoever, is still trying to scam me and my buddy. Okay, let him sign in and send me his username. He wants to know if he can get a good return of his $2,000 before he signs up. He has a mortgage to pay and is trying to get some extra money. So now let me show you guys the scammer's website. Let's take a look at the scammer's website. Okay, so we're now going to go to the scammer's website, and I'm going to show you guys it. I'm on a virtual machine also, so I don't really have to worry about anything bad happening to my computer. But I'm telling you guys, please do not go to this scam site. Don't go to it. The only reason I'm showing you guys it on the video just so I can point out that it's clearly a scam, and I can explain how these scammers are operating this site. So anyways, let's go here. Okay, so this is the scam site. And if you actually take a look at this right here, you'll see these random pop-ups that are actually popping up on the left side. Look at this. Lucas from Puerto Rico has just earned $2,059. Lucas from Puerto Rico? What's Puerto Rico? It's Puerto Rico. Mia from Bolivia has just earned $513. This is like, this website is supposed to be an investing site, but it's acting like it's a game show or something like that. It was just showing people. Aiden from India has just earned $328. No. No investment site is going to do something like that. They're going to be showing you random pop-ups. So this person made this much money. John from Australia has just earned $2,172. And take a look at this. Download our Android app. Look. You click on it, nothing happens. Nothing. Darren from United Arab Emirates has earned $985. So basically how the scam works is that they want you to, look, Aria from Puerto Rico, again, clear grammar mistake clearly there. You have these random pop-ups that pop up here. Easy way to invest crypto. Take the opportunities to invest. So basically what happens is you create an account on here. And once you register, they're probably going to ask you to deposit your Bitcoin. Let's just see what happens exactly when you hit register on here. So sign up for your account. First name and last name. The username, email, phone number, state, country, currency, investment type, enter your referrer email. And so once you sign up on this crap, this probably going to make you deposit Bitcoin. And then they're just going to steal it from you. They're going to take it from you. So the website's not going to give you anything back. It's just disguised like this to try to make it seem like it's a legitimate site, but it's not. And I mean, look at how long the website just takes to load. I mean, just look at this. Like, this is a world-class, renowned, investment site, and it's taken this long to load. take a look at a few more things here. So look, you have things like this that pop up, this stuff, you have safe and secure, expert support, cross-platform, and here's the thing, a lot of websites trick people into this. What they typically do is they'll have like 5 stars, so those scam websites that you sometimes accidentally click on, and when you go to them, there's like these random reviews that are coming up. There's like 5-star reviews. It'll say like 5 stars, this product is great, this service is great, they're the best, but have you noticed that when you go to those websites, every single review is a 5-star review? Isn't that kind of strange? Every single review is a 5-star review. And so on these websites, they can basically, these private websites, they can post exactly what they want. So they can only post 5-star reviews, and almost all those 5-star reviews are always fake. They're not real. And they put stuff like this: safe and secure, expert support, cross-platform, instant benefits, secure wallet, recurring profits. They put stuff like this just to trick people. So that basically people think that it's secure. Like older people they'll see stuff like this when they log in, they'll say, oh, safe and secure, or they'll see 5 stars. This is why I tell people, never buy, anything on like a third-party website. Don't ever, buy anything really from these third-party websites unless you absolutely 100% trust it, that it's a legitimate website. My father, I love my father so much, but my father, he sometimes clicks on these random links that he gets on Facebook. Like he sees these random pop-up links that pop up on Facebook, and they say like, buy this, Beatles, vinyl disc. It'll be like 5-star reviews, and it'll be like normally $500, but you can get it right now for $50. And the website will just be like all 5 stars. And I'm like, Dad, don't do this. It's a scam. But my dad, thankfully, he always asks me to verify it before he buys anything. But that's why I say only buy, I typically only buy from Amazon or eBay, or what website that I really trust, because at least on Amazon and eBay, there's a money-back guarantee. You know that your money's safe. But this is clearly all a scam here. Let's see here. We run a program that allows our members to become regional representatives in their various localities. If you're interested in being part of this, kindly contact us. How it works: here are three easy steps to start investing. We designed a very user-friendly investment platform to get you investing and making some good returns for yourself. Read through the lines below. Create account, make investments, make profits. Bitcoin live price tables. Now here's the thing about this is I actually checked this yesterday, and yesterday this was also 1909. Look, Ahmed from Puerto Rico has just earned $1,973. So when I checked this yesterday, it was also 1909 on here. So a day hasn't even passed on here. Starter plans, minimum $300, max unlimited, 10% referral bonus, 24/7 tech. Minimum 500, max unlimited, 30% referral bonus, 24/7 tech. Just an attempt and when I say referral bonus, that you're gonna somehow make money if you refer people to the site. It's basically trying to convince victims into getting other people scammed. And the victims aren't even going to know they're getting other people scammed. They're just going to basically think, oh, if I refer my friend, I'm going to get, 50% bonus here. And so just an attempt to try to get even more people scammed with this. Now let me show you guys here something. Okay, so this. Take a look at this. This is even more proof that it's a scam right here. Look at this. Video testimony from some of our clients. And let's take a look at this. And look, it says Alejandro from India has just earned $2,085. But it said before Alejandro from Florida, I believe. It said before has just earned whatever. Aiden from India has just earned $2,172. But about these video testimonies. Now, I'm going to tell you guys. I don't know who these people are in these video testimonies. These people could be innocent for all I know. The scammers might have just stolen, their videos and just planted them in here. So I don't know where these videos came from. But I'll tell you guys something. There's something very suspicious about all of these videos. Let's play all of them here. I'll show you guys.
Morning, good morning, good morning. I just want to say I made a $100 investment with Secure Boundary Investment, and guess what? I got my funds. I will be making many more investments with this group. They are really awesome. Thank you, guys.
So again, this is just an attempt to try to get people, building up a false sense of confidence that this website is legitimate. Notice what she said. You notice what she said? She did not mention website name. She didn't. She did not mention website name at all. She just said this service is great. This site is great. Did not mention website name. Let's listen to the other guy here.
Good morning, guys. I am Ingo from Germany. Yeah, I'm doing my job, truck driving in Germany. I'm going to the Netherlands to deliver. Yeah, 2 days ago, I'm talking to a good friend from US, and yeah, I invest $300 in Paro miners, and I am very surprised. After 2 days, I already have 1,200. Wow, that's great, and I'm very happy that is.
Again, he doesn't mention the website name. And notice what he says. He says $300, and in 2 days it turned into $1,200. I don't know any service like that. I don't think that any kind of service like that exists. You know, something $300 into $1,200 in 2 days, that's basically, quadrupling your money in 2 days. I have never heard about something like that. This guy didn't mention the service name, but also what he's describing here. What he's describing with that, it's nonsense. Something like that doesn't happen. And let's listen to the last person here.
First, I thought this was a scam. This is why I'm making this.
Look, Alejandro from Zimbabwe. So there's an Alejandro from Zimbabwe. There's an Alejandro from Florida. There's an Alejandro from India. Now there's an Alejandro from Seychelles. See? They're just using the exact same name, popping it up here constantly, thinking that people are going to fall for this.
At first, I thought this was a scam.
It is a
This
scam.
is why I'm making this video. This is all legit. I received my first payout. So you investors out there.
So again, she doesn't mention the site name. So I don't know who these people are in this video. If anybody knows in the comments who these people are, let me know. But what I will say about these people, I did actually try to look up their pictures on Google. And when I tried to look up their pictures on Google, I had so many different pop-ups came up for these people specifically. These same videos appeared in just so many different sites. So what basically happened is the scammer is just downloading these random videos of people just saying, oh, this is a good service from somewhere else, and he's just posting it to his website here and trying to make it seem like the website is legit. Now, I don't know whether these people are involved in a scam. They could be totally innocent for all I know. They could just be random people that got tricked into making a video. So I don't know who these people are on here. I'm not going to, comment further on that. But what I will say is up here, you take a look at this. Look at this. John Wilson. Online trading is a whole new world for me. Working with, master FX trading masterclasses made and saved me a small fortune. Great to know these guys have my back. Katrina Moreno, really sound trading techniques. I had been tinkering around for a few years without much success. I was so glad to get a realistic and sustainable approach. Highly recommend and keep up the top support. The CTP is fantastic. The way they teach is very intuitive. Before I traded and mostly lost as I had no clear strategy. Their methods have turned me into a more risk-aware trader and profitable. A more risk-aware trader and profiteer, or more profits, not and profitable. This doesn't make sense. The support is amazing, and now I'm enjoying a second income that fits around my lifestyle. Highly recommend. So let me show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys a trick now, so that you never get scammed by a false picture again. If you ever see a picture of just somebody like this, and it's, there's a name underneath that. If you want to know if that person's the actual John Wilson, it's a very easy way to tell that. What you basically do is you would use the snipping tool. Now, the snipping tool is actually very simple. You just search up snipping tool. It should be on Windows. If you're running Windows, you should have it. And so basically what you do is you go to the picture, right? This John Wilson, and you hit new. And what you do is just that. And that will copy that picture. So now we have the picture of this fake John Wilson guy, right? And so now what we do is we go here specifically, and we will go to Google, and what we do now here is we go to Google Images, and we hit this button, search by image. Like I said, it's a very easy way to tell if a picture is real or not. Man, 1 second, let me just save that picture here. I think I gotta save it first. Scam photo, save it as that. Okay, I think I gotta save the photo to my computer. Hold on 1 second. Okay, saved it in pictures. We go to pictures here, scam photo, click this. And now what basically Google is gonna do is it's gonna search for the picture. And it's gonna find the image source. So look at this. This same guy is all over the place. All over. And where is the source? It's probably from this. This is where it came from. The scammers literally got the guy's photo from Amazon. That's literally where they found it. It was just some random picture on Amazon. That's where they got it from. And if we actually go to the other ones, let's take a look at the other ones here. This one here. Let's see what the source of this picture is here. Let's save this one as scam photo 2. Go to Google Lens. So look, that same photo, let's see, here, it's off, hang on, turn this off, safe search here. So this, look at this. This is why donkey milk will change your skin, what the hell? But look, literally, that same photo is on so many different sites here, guys. That same photo is all over the place. So basically, the scammer, what they did was, the scammer just created, they just basically took this photo from Google Images, which is some random photo that was common, just put it up here, Katrina Moreno, and look at this here, there's articles on here, and whenever you click on these articles, nothing pops up for these articles. So, like, I clicked on that one before, I click on this one, nothing. It just takes me to the top. Like, these are links that don't even work here. And these people here, I highly doubt these people are involved in this scam here. I think these three people, are just people from Google. That's just pretty much what I think. I think these guys were actually real investors that they just found on Google Images. It's basically the exact same thing. I highly doubt these people have anything to do with the scam. The scammers wouldn't be stupid enough to put their actual photos on the website. Want to contact our support team for quick response. And then you have stuff like this, 100% money back guarantee. People see stuff like that, and they are more likely to, invest in a website. Like, people, like, younger people, like, are typically not going to fall for stuff like this, but older people, seniors, when they see stuff like this 100% money back guarantee, they're going to think, oh, I get a 100% money back guarantee, and they're going to get tricked by this. Also, they have no Twitter, none of that. The Twitter link doesn't work. Facebook link doesn't work. There's that's broken. And now the website, the address. So there's an address for this this business. And if we actually type this address in on Google, I'll show you guys something about this address here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, so look, this is the property here, 1 second here, 777 Dunsmuir Street, Suite 1400, Vancouver, Canada. This is very different than what the scammers told me. They told me that they're from Los Angeles. But anyways, here's the thing about this is this building is innocent. I highly doubt this building has anything to do with the scams. These guys, they don't have anything to do with the scam. This is just some random building that's for rent right now. Like, why would their offices be for rent? They're claiming this is their address, and their offices are for rent. What I basically think happened is the scammer probably went online and was probably trying to find some business center, and they found some business center in Vancouver, Canada, and they're like, oh, this looks convincing. Let's put this up right here. Let's put this as our address, and people are going to think this is a legitimate company, but it's a lie. So this address is not tied to the scammers. And I'm going to show you guys proof. When I actually tracked the scammers later on. I actually tricked the scammers, and I tracked them down. I tracked them down to what city they're in and what country they're in. And they are not in Canada. So this location, I highly doubt this location has actually anything to do whatsoever with the scam. It's just a lie to try to trick people into thinking that the website is legitimate. Let's see here. And there's another thing I'll show you guys on this website. There's one other thing that I noticed that's that it's a scam here. Let's see. Yeah, this website takes forever to basically load up here. Look at this. Contact the support team. Contact the support team. Yeah, sure. Contact the support team. Okay, so now here we're back in the conversation. And so scammer tells, my friend, that, he can be making from his $2,000, he can make $8,000 weekly. Again, that's an impossible investment. You can't invest $2,000 and make $8,000 weekly. Everybody would be doing this instead of working if this was the case. But that's what the scammer is claiming. So now, at this point, I messaged the scammer this. I wrote, "Do you know Olivia blank?" She said that she can turn Jordy's $2,000 into $10,000 weekly. She told me that she can turn my $10,000 to $30,000 in 3 days. I'm going to try with her, and then when I get that return, I can invest with you. I'll text you back in a few days after my return with her. So I want to thank my friend, Billy Pudding, which I will link his channel down below. That's his YouTube channel name, Pudding. But basically, he's a good friend of mine. We grew up together. He's really good at computers. And Billy has actually pissed off a lot of scammers before. He's done a few videos on his YouTube channel where he has actually irritated scammers. But anyways, I was talking to him, and I was basically thinking, how can I really piss this scammer off? What can I do? Because if I just tell the scammer to go screw himself, the scammer's just going to block me, and that's going to be it. But if I keep the scammer, talking, if I just keep wasting their time, and the longer they keep talking to me, the less time that they have to scam other people. That's and I was thinking, how can I keep this conversation going? And so when I was thinking, I told my friend, why don't you pretend to be a rival scammer? And then you'll pretend to scam my money. The scammer doesn't know that we're pretending to get scammed. And he's going to think that I actually got scammed. And he's going to think that he actually lost all his money that I was about to give him. And that's going to really irritate him. And that's exactly what we did here. And the scammer got really pissed off and started freaking out. I actually learned this trick from Kit Boga because I've been watching his videos in the past, and he's done videos where he pretends to be a rival scammer to see how scammers react to that another scammer had supposedly come in and had taken their money. Or it's not even their money, but the money that they were trying to scam. And so this Olivia person, the backstory behind this, and the reason that I have this, blurred out here, is because a few months back, there were scammers that were using a bot network, and they were basically posting an Olivia, pretending to be an Olivia person. And they were saying, this Olivia, blank, investor, she can get you a good return. It was the exact same thing, and bots replying to each other. And what happened is, whenever I texted that number in the past, but it never responded to me. But I still remembered that name that the scammers were using. I was actually trying to pissed off that scammer months ago, but they never responded to me. I think it's because probably I wasn't using WhatsApp. But anyways, I thought to my friend, I was like, this is the perfect name that you can pretend to use here. Because if the scammer types in this Olivia person on Google, like the full name, there's going to be, immediately, there are going to be people complaining about scams, about this Olivia person trying to scam them. And so the scammer is going to think that we actually got scammed, that I had given this scammer all of my money, but that didn't happen. And the reason I'm not showing the Olivia person's last name is because even though I looked up this Olivia name that other scammers were using, I wasn't able to find any kind of investor with that, but there are a few people on Facebook that have this name. It's a very rare name. Not a lot of people have this name. The last name is pretty rare, and so I didn't want that person to be mixed into this, or that person getting harassed or something like that, or people thinking that person had anything to do with that. They don't. So this was just, again, clarifying it. This Olivia, blank last name, was a name that other scammers were using to scam other people. And my friend used that name, basically pretended to be that scammer in this case, just so that this scammer would get tricked, and when he looked it up on Google, he would actually think that we had gotten scammed. Now, the scammer says, yes, $2,000 is also $10,000 of your investment. Now, look at what the scammer says here beforehand. He writes $2,000. If Jordy gives him $2,000, he can earn $8,000 weekly. Again, that's an unrealistic amount. Nobody's going to get that amount. If you did, nobody would be working. But now the scammer starts trying to match what our fake scammer that my friend is pretending to be is offering. Yes, $2,000 also $10,000. So now he's boosting it, and he's just doing that primarily because he's scared that we're going to give the other scammer the money. And scammer says, I don't think is right to get 10,000 into 30,000. That cannot be possible. I don't think it's right, not is right. That cannot be possible in 3 days. Well, what you're offering here, $2,000 earning 8,000 weekly, is not possible either. And offering $10,000 that you're going to turn into 20,000 a week, that's not possible either. And what I wrote back is Olivia showed me a lot of comments, and she has several 5-star reviews, and that is the exact same thing the scammers would do. The scammers would say, oh, there's comments that are showing that that we're legit and we have 5-star reviews, but they're fake. And so I'm using the scammer's exact same argument against them for saying that this is a legitimate thing. And the scammer says, I think Olivia, it's one of the scam. I think Olivia is a scammer, not I think Olivia, it's one of the scam. You can tell this scammer is clearly not from the US. It's because it's not possible to make $10,000 into $30,000 in 3 days. Well, your thing is definitely not possible either. You just have to be careful. I have been into trading for over 31 years now. Well, you'd think that if you've been into trading for over 31 years now and you're trading primarily with Americans, you'd think your English would be a little better, but it's not. And then on the next one here, I write, I appreciate your concern, but Olivia has a lot of comments and good reviews. I'm going to send my $10,000 to her first. When I get my $30,000 back, I will invest with you. So again, using the scammer's same argument, saying, oh, she has good reviews and good comments. Scammer says, you just have to be careful. You just have to be careful. Scammer right now is probably in panic mode. Scammer doesn't know what he can do to possibly talk me out of this. And he's basically thinking that he's about to lose $10,000 to a rival scammer. He's getting really irritated. And a few days passed. I didn't text the scammer or anything, seeing what the scammer would do if they would try to get back to me, and they have. And the scammer writes, good day, how are you doing? You know, June 2nd. How is your trading going? And I wrote, hello, Meryl. I started my investment with Olivia, but she hasn't messaged me back in a few days. I think she will after the weekend. So again, scammer's probably in panic mode because he thinks that I sent this rival scammer money, and I said the scammer hasn't, you know, this Olivia person hasn't messaged me back. But Olivia, that's, you know, my friend who's going to be posing as Olivia later on in the video, and you'll see he's going to really piss the scammer off. And scammer writes, okay, I told you that they are no way someone can make 10,000. I told you that there is no way, not no way someone can make $10,000 into $30,000 in just 3 days. You can see that Olivia is lying to you. Well, you're lying to me also. How about Jordy trading? So now, basically what the scammer is doing is, scammer thinks he's lost $10,000 to this fake rival scammer, you know, that my friend is impersonating, and what he's trying to do right now is he's trying to attack my fake friend Jordy that I created right here. He's basically saying, oh, I just lost $10,000 to aid an idiot to another rival scammer. Now I'm going to try to scam his friend Jordy. So the scammer's like a parasite. He's like moving on to the next person. And next page we got here. I wrote this. Jordy invested in Coca-Cola stock. He is waiting for the dividend on June 15th. What do you mean Olivia's lying? She has 5-star reviews, and a lot of people have said she's a great investor. So again, I'm doing the exact same thing the scammer would do. And the scammer would say, oh, I have good reviews and everything like that, using the exact same thing against them. And I just wanted to see how the scammer would react to this. And then, but Olivia told you that she's gonna she's gonna turn 10,000 into 30,000 in 3 days trading. The only thing that people don't understand in stocks market or forex trading, and Bitcoin is a fast-growing online stocks market where investors, entrepreneurs trade in gold, currency, Krypton, currency, Bitcoin in 7 days, making huge profits. They is no investors can told you her can make 10,000 to 30,000 3 days. English is terrible. I'm just trying to let you know because it may be you're with worry investors that's trying to scam. See, this like, can your English be even worse than this? And this is the scammer, you know, desperately trying to not get me to send any more money to this scammer, because the thing is, the scammer doesn't care that I'm getting scammed. What the scammer is pissed off about is that he's thinking that this rival scammer is getting all the money that I'm sending to her. So that's basically what the scammer is thinking. The scammer is just pissed off that I'm supposedly sending this money to a rival scammer. He doesn't care that I'm getting scammed. He's trying to do it to me himself. And then I waited basically 3 days later, and I wrote, hello, Merle, are you there? I'm texting Olivia, but she isn't responding to me. Do you know what I should do? And the scammer replies, hey, Aiden Pierce, I don't know, please, because I told you this earlier and you don't listen to me. Again, scammer's just pissed off that I didn't get scammed by him. And besides, how much do you send to her? You're not staying anything? Or does she responded? What? So then I said to the scammer, hi, Merle, I sent her $10,000 in Bitcoin that I purchased. She hasn't texted me back still. And the scammer panics. What about your friend Jordy? He also invested with Olivia. Are you there? Now look, he doesn't care about my fake friend Jordy. All he basically cares about is, I really hope that Jordy didn't send the scammer money because then I can scam Jordy. That's basically what he's thinking. So he's like a parasite. He's just going for the next person, trying to victimize them. He just basically thinks that he just lost $10,000 because I sent it to a rival scammer. And I wrote, yes, I am. One moment, I am talking to Jordy. I am sorry, Merle. I'm just worried about Olivia. I will send you some more information. And then I wrote, I'm sorry, Merle. Jordy might message you soon. So what me and my friend were doing is we were actually simulating a conversation, which I'll show in a little bit. As scammer says, okay, kindly let he message me right now. You know, I'm kind of busy woman with so much trade. I think right now I'm less busy so that I can know what the situation. What? This English is terrible. I'm sending you a big message now. One moment. I apologize, Meryl. And then this. And then, okay, this is from Olivia on Friday. So basically this right here. My friend Pudding, Billy again, he helped me to fake a conversation. So he pretended to be Olivia in this case, and we faked this entire conversation. So this entire conversation that I texted to the scammer right here, this is fake. So right here, I wrote, hi, is this Olivia, the famous investor? And, you know, my friend writes back to me, yes, this is the investor Olivia. How much you want invest with me? I give good return. And so what we were doing is, we were also doing bad grammar. We did that on purpose, just so the scammer would actually think that it's another scammer, possibly from his country. But anyways, let's take a look right here. I have $6,000, but I could do $10,000 if you think it would be better. What is your return percent back? Do you know Merrill Winters? And I wrote Merrill Winters on purpose. Remember, the scammer was pretending to be Merrill Whitmer, but I wrote Merrill Winters just to see if the scammer would catch on. Scammer didn't catch on. I am also talking to her. She told me she can turn my $10,000 investment into a $20,000 return weekly. Can you do a better return? Hello, Olivia, are you there? Merrill tells me that she takes a 5% cut of the profit. What is your rate? So I decided to beat the scammer's fake rate here, and so he created this conversation. So my grammar is perfect, and my friend is, you know, making bad grammar on this on purpose. Merrill is okay, but I do investing better. I can offer you the 3%, and I can make your $10,000 into $30,000 in 3 days. Is that better? Oh yeah, it sounds better than Merrill's offer. And so this is second message here. Yes, that sounds great. Hey, I have a question. My friend Jordy, he really needs money now. He has some financial difficulties, but he can invest $2,000. Meryl said she can turn his $2,000 into $8,000. Can you do a better return? And my friend says, yes, I can do the $10,000 weekly return instead of $8,000 for Jordy. But if he have more is better. You must do the investment tonight as I have other clients if not interested. Okay, I can invest right now, but my friend Jordy is at work. Can he still invest with you later? Is okay, but you must invest now to keep your positions. So these are the screenshots that I'm sending to the scammer, and he thinks that I'm having a conversation with another scammer. And so next one here. Okay, can you link me, can you please send me the link to your brokerage? Sure, I will send. Here it is. Please deposit 10,000 in Bitcoin and I will message you in 3 days with amazing return. Or stonks.boat. Now look, what we did for this link is not a real link. This was a Grabify link. So basically how this worked was, Grabify is a website that my friend Pudding told me about. And how Grabify basically works is you can create the URL as pretty much anything you want. So we just made that as the URL there, and we put that in the chat. And I later actually sent this to the scammer. And what happens is, if somebody clicks on that link from Grabify, it grabs their IP address. So basically, a blank page just opens up for them, and you have their IP address. They don't know that, but you have their IP address. That's how I tricked the scammer later on. And I wrote, thank you so much, Olivia. Hi, Olivia. Meryl says that you might not be real. Do you have any proof you are legitimate? Yes, you can look at YouTube comments and see I have many thumbs up and replies. You can look on my website for 5-star review also. Again, the same exact thing that the scammer would say about it if I would ask the scammer if he's legitimate. Oh, okay, thank you, Olivia. I will deposit now. I made an account. I am aided 1652. Did you get my deposit? And then, this link sent this to the scammer. Scammer gets this screenshot of the conversation, and then I wrote down here basically thinking, I started agreeing with the scammer that I probably had gotten scammed, and I wrote, can you please report her to the Federal Trade Commission? That's the FTC. Here is her link. And then we just put that down here, the stonks thing also, and Olivia had me sign up on that website. And then a scammer writes, don't listen to her, okay? She's not going to do anything on Friday. And I wrote, what do you think of her website? It has 5-star reviews. I saw it on Google too. I have told you about this 5-star reviews. Not never website you saw on Google that is real website because it can be a copy one. Your grammar's terrible. I can't even open Olivia's link anymore. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry, Meryl. I told you earlier that Olivia's a scam. No, you're supposed to say, I told you earlier that Olivia is a scammer, not Olivia is a scam. She's a copywriter. She's one of the people that copy websites in Google. Maybe that's exactly what you do. I have also checked the website is not open. So yeah, got him. I got him right here. He's such an idiot. He's such an idiot. He actually clicked on the link. When I sent the scammer the link, he clicked on it. He clicked on it and we grabbed his IP. Me and Pudding, we grabbed his IP. And the scammer says, "Hello, are you there? The only thing I can do for you right now is if you can start trading with my company, then I promise to recover all your losses and make more profits." So at this point, I stopped replying to the scammer just to see what would happen. And my friend actually started texting the scammer in a little bit here, pretending to be Jordy. But anyways, let me show you guys this. So when we grabbed the scammer's IP, where was the scammer? What country were they in exactly? So when I was talking about this on my streams, I was talking about this, how I grabbed the scammer's IP address. A lot of you guys in the comment section were saying that the scammer is probably in India, but the scammer actually was not in India. The scammer was actually in... That's right, the scammer was in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. But actually, when I actually researched the IP address, I was actually able to get a little bit more precise. So the scammer is in the Lagos area. He is near the Lagos area, but there's actually this small town that he's technically or I should say smaller town, because this other town, what's the name of it here? Shagamu is the name of it. Shagamu has like a population of 200,000, so it's still a city. It's a little smaller than Lagos. It's actually not very far from Lagos, so it's a little bit north of Lagos, but it's just generally around that area. Later on, when I actually call the scammer, I will mention Lagos in that because I didn't check the location until now. I wanted to get a little bit more precise, but basically that surrounding area right there. So the scammer's in that town. And so a lot of people, they have this, They have this false theory that, like, every single scam happens in India, but that's just not true. There's a lot of other scams that, that are in other countries, like Nigeria. For instance, Nigeria is one country that has a lot of scams. There's also Russia. There's scams in Russia. There's scams from China, too. But why do countries like Nigeria and why do countries like India, why do these places have these kinds of scams? Why are they more common in these countries? The reason that scams are common in Nigeria and they're common in India, the reason for that is because in these countries like Nigeria and India and Russia, if they target people outside of their countries, the police oftentimes don't do anything. They really don't do anything most of the time. So, like, basically, you will have people that will, like, track down call centers to, like, Nigeria and India, and they'll report it to the Nigerian police, to the Indian police, and they don't really do anything. These scammers never really target people inside their countries. So they do pull, like, street scams in these countries, but the call centers typically don't target people in Nigeria. They typically don't target people in Russia. They typically don't target people in India, because if they did that, the Russian, Indian, and the Nigerian police would go after them immediately. So that's the main reason, is they just don't care when it's happening outside the country. And I think the law enforcement in these countries should care, because it's giving the law enforcement a really bad reputation, because it doesn't matter whether the person is not a citizen of your country. It doesn't matter whether the person is not even outside of the country. If they're a victim of a crime and the criminal is in your country, you have a duty as a law enforcement officer to prosecute that person to the full extent of the law. I don't care where the victim is, you still have a duty to prosecute this person and investigate this person and go after them. And I actually submitted a police report. I actually submitted a police report to the Nigerian police, and when I submitted the police report to the Nigerian police, I submitted it to one of their online report systems. I'll have the website up here on the screen where I submitted it, but basically I submitted a month ago. And I'm going to talk about near the end of the video about how that went with the Nigerian police report, but I gave them, an email address they could contact me on. I gave them, the phone number that I was using on Google Voice, and I gave them a full report. I showed them exactly what was happening. I showed screenshots of the scammer. I showed the YouTube bot comments. I showed the scammer's website, and I showed the scammer's IP address. I provided all of this to the Nigerian police, but I'll talk about the police report at the end of the video that I sent. But basically, my point here is that these countries like India and Nigeria, if America, in America, for example, if you start scamming people in other countries, then the other countries' governments are going to complain, and you're going to get arrested for that. So if the American police, for example, were not prosecuting Americans for scamming people from other countries, America would just have just as many call centers as like India or Nigeria. So that's the main reason that that those countries have so many scammers, is because it's the lack of policing. When you have a lack of policing and criminals see that, they're more inclined to do something like this. The criminals know they're not going to be prosecuted for scamming somebody in America or scamming somebody in Canada or Great Britain or France or wherever else outside their country. They're more inclined to do it. This is why Russia, for example, has some of the most of the hackers in the world, because when the Russian hackers hack outside Russia and hack into Western countries, then the Russian government doesn't really care about that. They don't really dare hack in Russia, because then the Russian police will go after them. So basically the point is that if you have a lack of law enforcement, a lack of policing on this, you're going to basically create a hotbed of scammers. There's going to be a ton of scammers that are going to pop up if the scammers know they can get away with this. So if the Indian police and the Nigerian police want to stop these scams and greatly reduce them, start cracking down on them, start arresting these people, start raiding these call centers. But let's move on to the next one. But yeah, not every scam happens in India. There's plenty of scams that happen all over the world. People have that, false sense that everything's happening in India. But it's like I said, guys, it's the main reason the scams are happening in India. It's not because Indians are more likely to scam anybody else. It's because the lack of law enforcement policing. It's because police in those countries don't care when scammers scam outside. If they started cracking down on this, the scam centers would just start shutting down like crazy in India and in Nigeria. So that's what the Indian and Nigerian police need to do. I'm sure there's good cops in those countries, don't get me wrong, but they seriously need to start cracking down on these scammers, because it doesn't matter if you're outside of India or Nigeria, you're still a victim of a crime, and as a law enforcement official, you have a duty to uphold the law. So this right here, this is my friend Pudding. He started texting the scammer. So I took a break from texting the scammer that night, and the scammer was texting me, what's going on beforehand in that message. And this is what my friend Pudding texted. Hi, my name is Jordy Chin, Aiden Pierce's friend. Aiden gave me your number. Are you able to help my friend Aiden? He's really mad and panicking. He thinks Olivia scammed him. And scammer writes, greetings, dear. I told him, but he didn't listen to me. Okay, what do you wanted me to do right now? And my friend writes, this is Olivia's website. Can you give my friend some advice? And so we sent the stonks Grabify link to the scammer, and we know from the Grabify link that the scammer actually tried to click it multiple times, so we got a hit few times on the scammer's location, or their IP address. And there is nothing I can do about that, dear, because I told your friend that Olivia is one of the scam. Olivia is one of the scam. Olivia is a scammer. The only thing I can do for him is if him can started trading with my company, then I will help him and recover all is lost. And scammer writes back half an hour later, hello, are you not saying anything? Or what's the situation? And my friend writes, Aiden is really upset right now of what happened. He will contact you tomorrow. And scammer writes, good day. Tell Aiden that him wouldn't be worried about something's happened like this sometimes to leave. And I wish Aiden listened to me. All this we not happened, but once Aiden starts up his trading with my company, he's going to recover all of his loss and make more profits. Or if anything, is scammers just trying to scam me. He's going to take all of everything that I supposedly have left. And besides, I remember something, because Aiden told me that you're also going to start trading last time. Do you also start with Olivia? So again, the scammer's like a parasite. He's trying to scam my friend too. Hello, Meryl. Hey, I'm sorry for not replying last night. I was just really upset at Olivia. I had trouble sleeping. I worked really hard for that money many years. Do you think you can help me get my money back? I have $5,000 I can still invest, but it's all that's left in my savings account. And I write that on purpose. I worked for this money for years. I have $5,000. That's all that's left in my savings account. I wanted to see, is the scammer going to have any kind of conscience? Are they going to have any kind of soul? Are they going to still keep trying to scam me? And of course, yes, they still kept trying to scam me. And just look at how scummy this person is. You don't have nothing to worry about. I promise I'm going to help you and recover all your losses and make more profits. All you have to do now is register and send me your username. And what about your friend? Is him not going to started his trading? So again, he's trying to push me to convince my friend to get scammed also. Hello, are you there? What's the situation? Haven't heard from you. And I wrote, hi Meryl, I was at work earlier. I'm sorry for not messaging back. Is your investment program FDIC insured? I don't want to risk my money in a potentially bad investment. I have $5,000 left, but it's all that's left in my savings account. Now look, I said that on purpose. The scammer is going to basically reveal right here that it's a scam without realizing it. So for people that don't know what FDIC, that's Federal Deposit Insured Insurance Company. I think that's what it stands for. Correct me if I'm wrong. But basically, what the FDIC is that if your bank that you have, right, the bank that you have your money in, if the bank collapses, the government is supposed to give you back a certain amount of money. I think it's like 250,000, 200,000. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. But basically, any investor will know what FDIC is. Any investor easily. So this scammer is pretending to be a world-renowned investor and should easily be able to tell me what FDIC is. But here's the thing about this, guys, and this is how I trick the scammer. Investments, when it comes to stocks, cryptocurrency, Forex, that is not FDIC guaranteed. So if you lose your money, you lose over $200,000 in the stock market, that is not FDIC insured. If you lose $200,000 in crypto, that is not FDIC insured. Do you know what is FDIC insured? When you make CDs to banks. CDs, basically, what a CD at a bank is when you loan the bank a bunch of money. So you loan the bank a bunch of money, and they're supposed to pay you back with interest after like 6 months or a year, depending on how long your CD is. That's FDIC insured. But investments, when it comes to crypto, stocks, they're not FDIC insured. And so this scammer is saying that it is FDIC insured. They're clearly lying, or they're just so stupid they didn't even bother researching that. Aiden, believe me, well, they are still lying, but I'm saying is they're so stupid that they aren't even researching that. Aiden, believe me, I'm going to surprise you. Why will I do that to my investor? I'm a responsible woman, and I have to protect myself and the company reputation. You just have to trust me, and in 7 days, you will have your profits, and your investment is 100% safe and secure. The best way to understand this, Aiden, is to start up. Don't you think of loss. Trust me, and you will never regret investing with my company. I'm doing all this to make you feel good and share the good news to other people around you. So again, even professional investors will tell you that there's always a risk, and this person's telling you, don't worry. Hey, Murrow, I will just have to think about it. I will talk to Jordy also. So now the scammer is getting excited, thinking that I'm going to talk to Jordy about this. Good day, Aiden. I understand your situation. Well, now is the best time to invest in Bitcoin, stock market, and Forex because it's currently on fire, so that we can quickly recover your loss. It's guaranteed in the sense it's only you who will have access to your trading account. You don't have to be afraid trading with my company because we keep our promises and build trust between us and our clients. It's our primary goal. Oh, yeah, sure. Hi, Meryl. Is my investment with you FDIC insured? I will give you an answer tomorrow. I will think about it tonight. Yes, your investment is covered with Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Stay safe. Again, massive lie right here. It's crypto, like I said, crypto, stocks, Forex. This is not FDIC insured. Now look, what I did was I wanted to piss off the scammer, and I was basically thinking, what can I do next? And so what I did was, this, for people that don't know what this is Robinhood. I screenshotted Robinhood, and I went to Coca-Cola on Robinhood, and I screenshotted it. I didn't actually buy $5,000 worth of shares in Coca-Cola. I want to make that clear. But I edited this photo to make it seem like I did. And so I wrote, hello, Meryl. Sorry it took me most of the day to reply to you. I was thinking, and I decided to buy Coca-Cola stock. Jordy recommended me it. A lot of the advisors on YouTube are recommending it since the ex-dividend date is approaching on June 15. They pay back a 46 cents per share owned on July 3. I bought about 82 shares of my $5,000 after hours. I will hold on to that for now. Do you think it's a good investment? Thank you for all your help. So basically, the scammer now thinks I invested all of my money into Coca-Cola stock. And so this is not the font for Robinhood right here. This right here. This I created. This I edited right here. So I made it seem like I actually bought this, and the scammer actually fell for this. They actually believed this. And scammer writes, hello, I don't think Coca-Cola it's a good investment because Bitcoin, stock market, and Forex it's a good investment and good rate to make a lot of money. With your $5,000 earning $75,000 in a week or more, than that because the market was good right now to invest. So $5,000. The scammer's claiming that if I give him $5,000, he's going to give me back $75,000 in a week. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is nonsense. It's even if somebody was to tell you they're going to give you, if you give them $5,000 and they give you even $10,000 by the end of the week, even if they give you $2,000 by the end of the week, if you give them, $5,000, that's still an insane, an insane return in just a single week. But for somebody to tell you $75,000 in a week after giving them $5,000, that's like what? That's more than 10 times what you're giving them. And scammer writes, and sorry for the late reply. I was so busy with some of my clients with their withdrawal. Aiden, only you are started your trading with me. I'm going to surprise you. All you need is your trading account and fund it. And then I will start your trading immediately. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. $5,000 earning $31,540 a week. I was just checking it out. How do you make a mistake like that? Good day, I haven't heard from you. Basically, the scammer was thinking that I wouldn't believe that number, so he lowered it down to 31,000, which is still a ridiculous amount. Haven't heard from you, or are you not more interested? Kindly let me know what the situation. Sorry, Meryl, I have been very busy with my job. I've decided to invest in Bloom stock after Coca-Cola. They are a great new company that's growing. I want to thank you for your help. I will recommend you to my friends. And the scammer writes, okay, so I'm just keep wasting the scammer's time. So again, Bloom is the evil corporation that is actually in Watch Dogs. Now, this message, scammer texts this to my friend here. So texts Pudding this. He texts this to Pudding, who's pretending to be Jordy, and Pudding, who's pretending to be Jordy, gets this message. Good day, what's the situation? Haven't heard from you guys. If I may ask, are you on WhatsApp? So again, scammer knows that he's not getting money out of me because I just invested it into Coca-Cola, and so now he's trying to get money out of Jordy, you know, just complete parasite. And also, guys, if anybody knows in the comments, let me know, why does this scammer want me so desperately to get on WhatsApp? That's the only part I wasn't able to figure out here. But now moving on here, you know, this was from the night prior, but why can't you give my company a try? I see what happens next. It's okay since you recommended your friends to my company, and my getting the recommended right now so that I can start the process earlier. You know this is the time to earn big in crypto trading, and you're also getting 5% commission for your recommended from my company after completed trading. I thought your fee was 5%, but now 5% commission. What is this about exactly? And the scammer then texts me back a week later, so I stopped talking to the scammer at this point, and honestly, at this point, I was just thinking about just ending it. But then when the scammer actually texted me back a week later, I decided to, you know, let's just keep this going. Let's see how long we can keep going for. And so I reply to the scammer, and I say, hi, Merle, I have been looking into Bloom stock. What do you think of them? They are expanding in Chicago. Again, Bloom's the evil company in Watch Dogs. I also did well on the Coca-Cola dividend on June 15th, but I still haven't made all my money back from Olivia. That got me really upset. She still hasn't texted me. And the scammer writes, okay, I told you to give my company a try by now. You would have get back all your money. If you can just give me a chance and give it a try and see what happens next in a week. And I write, Merle, are you sure my investment is safe for your company? I made a few $100s with Coca-Cola recently, but it's relatively safe and I can hold it. I need to support my mother who is very sick. Are you 100% positive you can guarantee me a return? I am scared to risk a big investment. I have $5,130, but it's all that's left in my savings account. So now, I made up this story. For people wondering, my mom is not sick. She's perfectly fine. I made up that story about my mom being sick. I did that on purpose just to see how bad this scammer was, see if they still have any kind of conscience. And no matter what I did, this scammer has no conscience. And I'll tell you this scammer is not just a bad person. This scammer is evil. Evil. Because for all we know, this scammer believes that my mom is sick in the hospital, and I'm trying to get money together to pay her bills. And the scammer is still trying to scam me. That's how much of a, excuse my language, piece of shit this guy is. He's an absolute piece of crap. I don't normally curse a lot, but this is one of the worst human beings that I've ever met. And scammer writes, Aiden, it's 100% guaranteed and your investment is safe, buddy. I assure you 100 winning because I have been doing it. I'm going to surprise you, Aiden. I'm a responsible woman and I have to, I'm a responsible woman, and I have to protect myself and the company reputation. You just have to trust me, and in 7 days, you will have your profits, and your investment is 100% safe and secured. Hi, Aiden. What's the situation? Scammer texts me back a day later. What's the situation? I haven't heard from you. Aiden, I'm going to surprise you once I have started your trading, and I believe that at the end of trading, you're going to testify and share the good news of others, and also take good care of your mother. Evil. Like I said, evil. Hello, Meryl. I'm going to think about it. I will message you tomorrow with my answer. And thank you, Meryl. I appreciate your kind words. Tomorrow, I will do an investment with you. So I got the scammer really excited. Scammer's thinking that they're going to get some money now. Scammer writes, okay. And I write, hi, Meryl. Are you there? I am ready to invest. I am sorry if this is late for you. I was very busy earlier. I had to help my mother. Please reply to me when you're back. And the scammer replies, sorry for late reply. I was so busy with other clients. Kindly register and send me your username. Again, sends me the scam link. Hi, Meryl. Are you there? I have a few questions. Scammer replies, yes. And I write this. So we decided to bring Olivia, the fake Olivia, back into this. And my friend Pudding was still posing as Olivia. I finally talked to Olivia last night. I told her about my investment with you. She told me she isn't fake and that she is a legitimate investor. She said she wants to talk to you, and I gave her your number. And this, I sent the scammer the screenshot of my fake conversation. So this conversation, me and my friend faked it again. We simulated the conversation, sent it to the scammer. And I write, Olivia, when are you giving me back my money? Meryl Winters says she can give me my back a huge investment better than you. Where's my money? I worked very hard for it. And so my friend writes back, hello, Aiden. I not understand. Did you not receive my email? You are to get your investment back in a month. Each week we triple your money, and then a month later we return this to you. So again, we did bad grammar on purpose. I checked my email. I did not see it. Maybe it is in spam folder. And I wrote, it might be. I don't see it. Will you give me back all my money, you promise? And yes, your $10,000 investment is nearly $50,000 now. How much are you going to invest with Meryl Winters? And I write, I'm going to send Meryl $5,000. Do you know her? And my friend writes back, I have heard about Meryl Winters. She is a great investor. So we keep saying the scammer's pretending to be Meryl Whitmer, doesn't even remember the name that they made. We keep saying Meryl Winters on purpose. The scammer doesn't even comment on that. Could you give me Meryl Winters' number? And I write, Meryl's number is, and Olivia, how is my investment? I am talking to Meryl now. I will talk to Meryl. We will talk your investment together and give good return. Everything will be okay, Aiden. And then I write, can you talk to her about my investment? She said she will contact you soon. She said we can all do an investment together. Olivia told me that I should invest with your website. Did you talk to her? She said we can join my investment together. And I write this, do you know when Olivia will give me back my first investment? I'm sorry for many messages. I'm just very excited. I have my $5,000 ready, but I'm just waiting for you. Okay, register and send me your username. No, I'm trying to see if the scammer, what basically I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bait the scammer into talking with Olivia, who Pudding is posing as Olivia. And so what Pudding is doing at this point is he's actually texting the scammer on a different number, not the Geordie number, but a different number. And what he's doing is he's pretending to be Olivia. Did you talk to Olivia? Is she okay? She told me you talked to her. And I write again, a few minutes later, did you talk to Olivia? She told me to make an account on your company website. She said that when I make an account and send you the $5,000, we can combine my investment on your website. And then the scammer says again, okay, then register and send me your username. And I said, you talked to Olivia? Should I register? Can you send me your link one more time? I'm ready to invest, but do you have my first investment ready? I want to put my $5,000 into the investment Olivia sent you. And again, scammer just ignores my messages, just sends me a link. Did Olivia send you my first investment? You have to get registered first so that we can check it. And I said, Meryl said that you guys are working together, and when I register and invest on your FX trading masterclass, everything will be okay. I am sorry, Olivia said. Did you talk to her? I have my money ready. Should I register now or wait? Yes, register and send me your username. And I write, but Meryl, have you talked to Olivia? She told me that she's just waiting for your final response before I register. So now let me show you guys the conversation between Pudding and this scammer right here. Let's put it up on the screen. Now this is going to be really funny, guys. This part right here, my friend texted the scammer, pretending to be Olivia, texted from a different number, and the reason it says 6:35 p.m., this is going on at the exact same time, so my messages are saying 5:30, here it's 6:30, this is actually all happening at the same time. The reason there's an hour difference is because I'm Central U.S. time, my friend Pudding, he lives in New York. But anyways, at the same time that I was actually texting the scammer, Pudding was also texting the scammer, pretending to be Olivia. And basically, here's what my plan was. My plan here failed, though. My plan was going to be that this scammer would admit to being a scammer to Pudding, and they would pretend to work together. And the scammer was supposed to tell me that, you know, Olivia, oh yeah, Olivia's good. And then what was going to happen is Pudding was going to betray the scammer. So what our plan was going to be, the scammer, Pudding was reaching out to the scammer, saying that he's the Olivia scammer, and that he's trying to scam Aiden. And he's saying that Aiden believes in you, tell Aiden that I'm a good investor. And then we were trying to trick the scammer into saying that Olivia is a good investor. And if the scammer did that, then what we were gonna do is I was gonna pretend to send more money to Olivia and then saying, oh, Olivia told me that it was okay, that you said that she was okay, and that I should send money to her. Unfortunately, the scammer didn't reply back. So that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to trick the scammer into having a conversation here, but the scammer didn't reply to this. But the scammer definitely read it though. But here's what my friend wrote. He wrote, hello, Merle. I'm Olivia, or Aiden thinks I am. I am another scammer. I know that you scamming him. So again, we did the bad grammar. But I have idea. Aiden is a complete idiot. He sent me $10,000 a few weeks ago. We can both profit off him together. Tell Aiden that I am a reliable investor because he seems to trust you a lot. Tell him you talked to me about his investment because you are worried about him. He thinks you will help him with his finances. Tell him that I am a good investor and that his investment with me will take a few more weeks. I will tell him to invest the $5,000 with you. He will invest with you, and then you can tell him and his stupid friend to invest with me on a future deal. So again, we were trying to lure the scammer into working with Pudding here. Can you tell Aiden that I am a reliable investor? He is starting to annoy me. So I wrote that he's starting to annoy me on purpose to try to make it seem like this is an actual scammer that's texting this Merrill Whitmer scammer. I have told him to invest in your website. Can you give me your link so I can send it to him and tell him to do it there? I will tell him to send the $5,000 to you. So, like I said, scammer unfortunately did not reply. And so, moving on here, I showed this screenshot. I sent this screenshot to the scammer of the conversation that I was supposedly having with Olivia, but this is a fake conversation that me and Pudding had when we screenshotted it. And I wrote, have you talked to Merrill? Have you talked to Merrill? 2 times. Please respond. I'm just so confused about my investment. Please wait, Aiden. I am talking to Merrill, and we are taking care of your investment. Do not worry. I'm going to invest on Merrill's website right now. That's what I wrote. And, Pudding writes back to me, wait, Aiden. Do not register until I finish talking to Merrill. Did you register already? No, I did not register yet. I am just waiting for you guys. Olivia told me to wait until you talk to her before I register. Did you talk to her? Is she good? Aiden, do you not trust me or not? You just have to follow my word. Once you have registered, then I can check report of your account. So this did get me a little irritated because I was really hoping the scammer would reply to Pudding, but unfortunately he didn't. And I wrote, I trust you, Merrill. Olivia told me to register on your website, but that she needs to talk to you first. Did she contact you? Olivia told me to register and send you $5,000. She said that you can tell me she's a reliable investor. I want to apologize, Merrill. I'm just confused. When I register with your company and send $5,000, I will have Olivia's investment also back? Aiden, if you are trusted me, then follow my word and register. Then I can check account report. And I wrote, she told me that once I send you the money, you will give me a big return. Did you talk to her about that? I can only check the message after registration on your account. And I wrote, I trust you, Merle. Olivia told me to register on your website, but that she needs to talk to you first. Did she contact you? Olivia told me register and send you $5,000. She said that you can tell me she's a reliable investor. I want to apologize, Merle. I'm just confused. When I register with your company and send $5,000, I will have Olivia's investment also back? Aiden, if you are trusted me, then follow my word and register. Then I can check account reports. So the scammer's getting frustrated because I keep telling the scammer, can you talk to Olivia? Can you talk to Olivia? And he just keeps telling me just to register on the website. And I said, she told me that once I send you the money, you will give me a big return. Did you talk to her about that? I can only check the message after registration on your account reports. So scammer's just ignoring all of this, desperately just trying to get me to register instead. And then I texted the scammer right here, texted the scammer Olivia's number. Well, but the thing is, Olivia, my friend was already texting at this point. That's Olivia's number. She told me that I should only register on your website after you talk to her. Please message her and I will register and send the money. And I write, did you talk to her? I'll register when you guys finish discussing my investment. Oh my God. Don't mind Olivia. Olivia's trying to scam you again. So he didn't fall for this, unfortunately. And what he did was he started texting me, oh, she's trying to scam you. Doesn't even realize this is my friend Pudding who's making those fake messages. She just messaged me right now and don't talk to her again, okay? We don't work together. I don't know her, okay? Don't talk to her again. You just have to block her. Says she was a busy message, me to work with her. Please, I don't know Olivia, okay? Merrill said you are a scammer, not her. I can send you all the messages that she's been sending to me. So now, when he said that to me, I can send you all the messages that she's been sending to me. I was trying to get him to screenshot his phone. That's what I was trying to do, because I know that his phone was an Android phone from the, when we grabbed his IP, it was some kind of Android phone that he had on there, but I wanted to see a screenshot of his actual screen, and he really didn't want to send that to me. But look at what I sent to here. I sent this to the scammer now. That I was having a fake conversation here again with Olivia, who Pudding was. And, Pudding writes to me, "Wait, Aiden, do not register until I finish talking to Meryl. Did you register already?" "No, I did not register yet. I am just waiting for you guys." "Olivia, Meryl told me that you were trying to scam me. Is this true?" "No, Aiden. I am a reliable investor and an honest woman." My friend did that on purpose because I showed him the messages. My friend did that on purpose just to write a conversation similar to what the scammer is when the scammer says, "I'm a busy woman" or whatever. He is the scammer. What is his website? And then I posted the scammer's website here to try to simulate the conversation. That website is fake. The reviews are not real. Do not send him money. Send me the $5,000 and I promise I will return investment to you. And the scammer writes back to me this: "LOL, really let me send you what she's been telling me. Please, I do not know her. Can you tell Aiden that I'm a reliable investor? He's starting to annoy me. I have told him to invest in your website. Can you give me your link so I can send it to him and tell him to do it there? I will tell him to send the $5,000 to you. Tell Aiden that I'm a reliable investor and we are working together. He is waiting for your response. He is getting very annoying." So basically, what the scammer was doing is the scammer was just copying the message, copying and pasting the messages that Pudding was sending to him. The scammer was actually not not sending me a screenshot, which I really wanted a screenshot. And so when I wrote this, That's not a picture, Merle. That's just text. "Can you send me a picture of her messages? She says that you are lying." And then scammer writes, "Hello, Merle. I am Olivia, or Aiden thinks I am. I am another scammer, but I have an idea. Aiden is a complete idiot. He sent me $10,000 a few weeks ago. We can both profit off him together." So he just copies and pastes the fake message that Pudding made to me. And what about this? She the one that sent me that also. But I write to the scammer this: "But that's not a picture, Meryl. Can you send me a screenshot of her conversation?" I was really trying to trick him into screenshotting his phone. "I cannot able to send a screenshot here. Are you on WhatsApp so that I can send? If you are not, can you go to your Play Store and make an installation of WhatsApp? If you fall to Olivia's scam again, I will not able to say anything again. Okay? I'm just trying to help you out, Aiden." And I then posted this here. This was, me and Pudding simulating this. And I wrote, "Meryl said this about you." And what I did was I screenshotted the conversation that I had with the scammer, and I said that to Pudding, and basically tricking the scammer into pretending to the scammer that I'm sending this conversation to Olivia too. And then Pudding writes back here to me, "I will send you an actual picture of what he said. Here, take a look yourself, Aiden. Meryl is lying to you." And this, Pudding sent this to me. "I will send you an actual picture of what he said. Here, look yourself, Aiden. Meryl is lying to you. You can see his number at top." And I said, "Olivia sent me a screenshot of what you sent to her." And the scammer says, "I'm out of this. I have other customers to attend to. If you want to know the truth, make an installation of WhatsApp or try and read Olivia's message that his send for your own good. Don't send any money to Olivia. Olivia's a scam." So the scammer's really irritated at this point. He's really pissed off. And this is zoomed in a little bit on this right here. This is what we did. So what we did right here is we had actually created a fake WhatsApp message. This was a fake WhatsApp message, and what we did was we put the scammer's number at the top right here. And this is sending this to me. We're faking this conversation right here. And this is what, we put in a date. We put in this, 21 of June. And this is what we post at Meryl. Meryl never said this, but we post this right here. "I am a scammer. I'm trying to steal from Aiden. Let's work together. Tell him that I'm a good investor and we can split the difference. Tell him to invest in my website." And I put Meryl's website. And then Pudding, edited this. We edited this here. "You are a terrible person. Do not take advantage of Aiden and his mother." So you can see his number at the top. That's what Pudding right. So we created that fake WhatsApp message just to see how the scammer would react to it. And I don't send any messages back to her, okay? Olivia is lying. "Olivia provided me with pictures of what you said, Meryl. I thought you were an honest person. How could you do this to me and my mother? I will send her the $5,000 now. All you did was write text." Which this is what I was doing right here, is I was sending the scammer the fake conversation I was having with Olivia here. And I wrote, "Thank you, Olivia. I really appreciate it. I thought Meryl was an honest person. How can I invest my $5,000 with you?" And then Pudding writes, "Send it to my PayPal on my website, and I will help you, Aiden. It's really horrible. He tried to take advantage of you and your mother. He is a sick person. I sent it. Thank you." And so I was really trying to get the scammer to send me a screenshot of their phone. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get that. And then this is what Pudding said to the this is what Pudding said to the scammer. Tell Aiden that I am a reliable investor and we're working together. He's waiting for your response. He's getting very annoying. So this is what he this right here is what he said to the scammer earlier. But then at 7:50, he wrote this: "We could have worked together, but you chose to ruin it. All you had to do was tell that idiot that I was a reliable investor. You think you can beat me? I instead took all of his money. Thank you, idiot, for the money. Ha ha, you deserve this." And we took it even a step further because we really wanted to piss the scammer off. And what we did was, me and Pudding had created a fake PayPal screenshot. The scammer doesn't know that. And this right here, the Pudding, who was pretending to be Olivia, sent this to the scammer, and we put the name Aiden Pierce on here. Money received that same date, $5,000. We didn't send any kind of $5,000. This whole thing is fake right here, and I even had, the fake number that I was using to text the scammer from Google Voice. We created a fake transaction ID, everything here, and this is so the scammer thinks that Aiden Pierce actually sent Olivia another $5,000. So imagine how angry the scammer must be. The scammer must be freaking out at this point because the scammer was thinking, I'm going to get $10,000 out of this guy. I'm really tricking this guy. He's going to send it to me. And then out of nowhere, this Olivia person comes out and just basically takes the $10,000 from him. A rival scammer. That's what he's thinking. And then when he's thinking he's going to get $5,000, Olivia shows up again and then tricks me, pretending to trick me, and sent $5,000. So now he's thinking he lost 15 grand in total that he could have gotten. How pissed off do you think this scammer is? And scammer writes, "If you trust me, Aiden, can you please make an installation of WhatsApp?" And again, remember that Olivia collected your money and now is back to collecting money from you again. If you really trusted me with my promise that I have made with you, that I'm going to recover all your lost, and if you're not going to invest with my company, it's okay. I wish you good luck. And then LOL, oh, you send money to Olivia, LOL. She just sent me a message now. Tell Aiden that I'm a reliable investor working together. And then the thing, we could have worked together again. I can remember, I think Jordy is on WhatsApp. I'm going to send all the messages to Jordy on WhatsApp. So this is the only part of the scam I don't understand. Why, can somebody explain to me in the comments, why is the scammer getting so upset at me that I'm not texting them on WhatsApp? Because they keep telling me, go on WhatsApp, don't text me on this. I'm seeing they're getting annoyed because they said that several times. But why do they want me so desperately on WhatsApp? But let me know if anybody knows in the comments why. I don't use WhatsApp, so I don't really know about that. And I forgot to actually show this screenshot in the video, but this is actually at that exact same time. So when I was pretending to get scammed by Olivia once again, what happened is the scammer actually texted Pudding on the Jordy number. So he texted Pudding on the Jordy number telling him to stop me because I'm about to get scammed again. Now remember, the scammer doesn't care that I'm getting scammed. What he cares about the most here is that he's going to lose $5,000 to another rival scammer, so he's out 15 grand at this point. And he writes to Pudding, "Hello, please, Olivia's about to scam Aiden again. Please listen to me, please. Can we talk on WhatsApp, please? I have messaged you on WhatsApp right now. You chose to give your money to Olivia right once she is done with you. I know that you're going to give me a report, and by then it will get late for you." What? But yeah, the scammer was desperate at this point. The scammer, remember, was talking to me for weeks and weeks and weeks, thinking that he was going to get all this money, and now he basically thinks he's lost 15 grand to a rival scammer. But have not said anything to Olivia, okay? Olivia was just lying. I'm really wanted to help you and your mother, but you chose people that we take your money away. Remember, I told you this last time. It's going to happen to you again. Good luck. Hey, Aiden, have you now got your money back from Olivia? So 4 days have passed. He says good luck. And then 4 days later, he said he's trying to see if he can victimize me again. So he's desperate. And then I texted this to the scammer again. Olivia is helping me to get all my money back by July 1st. Unlike you, Merle, Olivia showed me pictures that you were trying to scam me. So that fake WhatsApp message that we created here. And then LOL, Aiden, Olivia's just lying to you, dear. I'm not a scam, okay? I'm just trying to help you. No, you are a scam. You're a piece of crap. Olivia is not going to give you your money back. And again, my system cannot able to take screenshot on Messenger. That's why I not send you thing that Olivia is staying. Please, can you do me a favor and install WhatsApp? Then I can send you a screenshot, please. I don't want you to trading with my company anymore. I try to make an install of WhatsApp. I will try now show you everything that Olivia have been telling me. Please just try and do this, please. And then what happens is a day later, scammer texts me back another day later. Like I said, I don't want you to trade with my company, okay? I just want to prove to myself of that I'm not a scam, okay? Prove to myself. What does it mean? Aiden, please try and listen to me. Make an installation of WhatsApp and then message me with this contact that I'm using to send you messages. Once again, I don't want you to trade with my company. I want to show you what Olivia have been not staying, you idiot. If you really wanted to know the truth. Like I said, I don't want you to trade with my company. Again, this is the a repeat of this. And so here's the thing is if you don't want me to trade with your company, why do you keep texting me? And then I write, how do you know Olivia is scamming me? Olivia told me that July 1st I will have all my money. Is not going to give you your money. I know that because once you have sent Olivia money, she will send me a message that she has collected your money and LOL. If you really want to know the true, kindly make an installation of WhatsApp, then I will send you all the messages that she has sent to me. So again, I don't know what's the deal with the WhatsApp thing. We created a fake WhatsApp message, but I don't really know why he wants me to use WhatsApp so badly. If anybody knows in the comments, let me know why. And then I wrote, Olivia wanted me to buy gift cards. I thought this was strange. Now I'm confused, Meryl. Jordy told me she could have lied about you. And then we created another fake conversation with, Pudding here, and Pudding pretending to be Olivia wrote to me, it is good. Do you have more money to invest, Aiden? I have only cash now. How much do you have? I have $1,275 right now. I think I might have another $20 in my room. So I tried to make a believable conversation here. And then, Pudding writes, can you buy Google Play gift card? This will cover investment fee. Buy 2 $500 gift cards, send me. Okay, I will go to Target. Aiden, you buy gift card? I not received message from you one day. So I tried to also make that believable that I hadn't texted the scammer for a day here. And so now basically at this point is this Meryl scammer is thinking that I'm going to get scammed again by Olivia. So what I was thinking about saying is at first I got all my money back from Olivia. But if I said that I got all my money back from Olivia, he would know that something was up, that we were tricking him. And we already sent the messages also with Olivia, that she's a scammer and all this other stuff. So I was thinking, what can I do? And I was thinking, why doesn't Olivia come back again, another time and tell me to buy gift cards? And then what I wrote here, Aiden, you buy gift card. I not received message from you one day. And I wrote, hi, Olivia. I bought the gift cards, but I'm confused what you do with them. We convert them for cash to pay your investment fee. So again, this conversation is not real that I'm sending to the scammer. Olivia that's who my friend is posing as. My friend is the one who's writing that conversation. And right here, I bought 2 Google Play $500 gift cards. Can you help me convert them to cash, Meryl? The store said they won't give me my money back. So I'm texting Meryl back saying, can you help me with this? I'm confused about these gift cards. And then Meryl said, please, I don't have anything to do with you, okay? You can meet your Olivia. That's scam you for helping you with that, okay? I don't have anything to do with people like you. Don't deserve good. And besides, I told you that Olivia's a scam and you don't believe me. It's okay. So people like me don't deserve good? I think people like you don't deserve good. You're a piece of crap for lying to people and trying to steal them. Yesterday, one of the people that Olivia scammed contacted me and complained about how Olivia scammed her. I think now I'm very upset about this. Olivia that scammers everyone. The only reason you're upset is because I didn't get scammed by you. Because you think that a rival scammer had just stolen 16 grand from you. $10,000, $5,000, and then $1,000 in gift cards. Can you help me with my Google Play cards? And so this, basically what I was trying to do at this point is I was trying to lure the scammer in with the Google Play cards. And my plan at this point is I was hoping that the scammer would say yes and send me, the codes. And if the scammers did that, then what I was planning on doing is I was going to send a scammer a picture of this cards being redeemed. And then the scammer says, why did you redeem the cards? And I would just say to the scammer back, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. It says that on the back of the card how to redeem them for cash. I was thinking about doing that. But the scammer did not want the gift cards. And so scammer writes, no, you can meet your Olivia scammer to do that for you. Besides, I'm a trader, not a gift card exchanger. And if I may ask, who asked you to buy a gift card? And I wrote, Olivia told me to buy Google Play gift cards. And the scammer writes, oh my God, why do you choose to listen to Olivia? She's just lying to you and collecting your money. It's okay. Are you ready to work with my company right now so that I can help you get all your money back and recover all money that Olivia has collected from you? Yes, I'm ready, Meryl. What do you want me to do? So now the scammer was telling me, I don't want you to invest with my company, but still texting me, I can help you. That. So scammer thinks he's lost 16 grand at this point to his rival scammer. That's my friend pretending to be. I have to help my mom. I'm really scared. I don't know how I will support her now. I just wanted to make money to help take care of her. I'm gonna stop talking to Olivia. Can you help me and my mother? Do you know what me and my mother can do? And the scammer writes, I'm also wanted to help you because of your mother, because I'm also a mother like her. Now you can start with $10,000 and get a good return in just 1 week. I really hope this scammer is not an actual, mother, because, this, I can't imagine what this scammer is teaching their kids. That's, thank you, Meryl. I will go to my grandfather tomorrow and ask him for $7,000. I have $3,000 right now. So at this point, I created another fictional character. Is that we created Jordy. We had, Pudding pretend to be a rival scammer, and now we're creating Grandpa, Aiden's grandpa. And I said, this is my grandpa's money, because I was basically thinking, how the scammer might question where I'm getting all this money from. So I basically might think, say, this is my grandpa's money at this point. And the scammer says, okay, to stay away from Olivia and stop message her, okay. As scammer writes, you can register with the $3,000 right now. So 4 minutes later goes by, and even though I told the scammer that I had $3,000 right now, the scammer tries to get that $3,000 from me right now. That's how impatient the scammer was. The scammer basically thinking that I was going to send it to Olivia again. So you can register with the $3,000 right now so that we can set up your account, and tomorrow you can complete the payment, and your trading will start immediately. Register and send me your username. Once you've registered, kindly let me know first and send me your username before you can fund your account. I didn't reply to the scammer that night. I decided to go to bed and just see if it would drive the scammer mad. And I wrote, hi Merle, sorry I went to sleep last night. I'm gonna see my grandfather later. I will tell him about our investment for $10,000. And the scammer says, okay, I was thinking, Will could just register with your $3,000, set up your trading account, and then we can wait for $7,000 and start trading immediately. It's completed. Or what did you think? He was probably scared I was going to get scammed again, either back out or my grandfather, which is a fictional character in this story, that he's going to convince me not to invest. And then I wrote, hi Merle, are you there? My grandfather is transferring the money to my account. The wire transfer should go through by Monday. I will have the $10,000. So notice the date, July 1st, right here. Scammer writes, okay. And, hello, how are you? What's the situation? Haven't heard from you. So scammer texts me back 2 days later, and then I wrote, hello, Merle. The bank told me I have to wait until after the 4th of July because it's a holiday and not a business day. Okay, how is mother? I hope she's doing well. So this, I just kept trying to waste the scammer's time. So they're just waiting eagerly, another day. And, the fact that the scammer brings up my mother, how manipulative is this guy? This guy's a piece of crap. And I wrote, thank you for asking, Merle. She is getting better. I'm just worried about her. And the scammer writes, don't worry, everything will be fine. Yeah, no, it won't be fine if I send you any money. And I wrote, happy 4th of July, Merrill. I will message you tomorrow when I have my bank transfer ready. Okay, and also bought Bitcoin because we use Bitcoin to trading funding your trading account. So completely ignored my message on happy 4th of July. Instead immediately started talking about her crappy scam investment. Hi, Merrill. My transfer came in. I have the money now. Okay, registered and send me your name. My grandfather wanted to talk to you before we finalize our investment. Let me know when you're ready to call. He still hasn't gone to sleep, so we can talk tonight. Okay, tell he to message me so that we can talk. And I wrote this. He does not know how to message. He isn't good with technology. He wants to talk to you and go over a few things for investment. So at this point, I wanted to get the scammer into a phone call. I was trying to trick the scammer into doing a call with my grandpa, which you guys are going to hear the grandpa voice in a little bit. I've done it on streams before. I don't really take calls because of distractions. I can talk to as many as possible by text, and at the same time, monitoring clients works in my system over here. I have done it before, but couldn't handle the stress. My phone kept ringing, and it's really difficult to regain concentration after answering each call. Lots want to call. Well, if you're this professional investor who's helping so many people invest, you shouldn't be stressed out by a few phone calls. But scammers just using it as an excuse, just so he doesn't, talk to me on the phone. And I wrote, the call will only be a few minutes. My grandfather has a few questions and I can register. And then the scammer just write, Aiden, you can. And then I wrote, you want me to call now then? And the scammer says, give me a few minutes. I'm attending to one of my clients' withdrawal. And then 49 minutes later, scammer texts me, hello, we can talk now. So my theory on what happened here, I think that the scammer at this point, had probably, what happened is, the scammer had probably gone back and forth and had went down the aisle and was probably trying this. I think this was a guy that I was talking to. I don't think this was a woman. I do talk to a woman scammer on the phone right after this, but the scammer here, I think it was a guy. The reason I think he took 49 minutes here is because he probably went down the call center, was probably trying to look for a female scammer. They aren't as common. Most scammers are actually men, and he was probably going down the call center and trying to find like a woman scammer there and saying, hey, you know, this guy needs to talk to a woman here. He thinks that I'm a woman. You know, please talk to him. That's probably what had happened.
The person you are calling is unable to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, he's not picking up. We're gonna see if I can still try to contact him a little bit more here. Oh, he's actually calling.
Call from
Scammer idiot, get a job.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello, Meryl, are you there? Well, he's being a bit evasive. I'm gonna try calling him again.
The person you are calling is unable to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Oh, he's calling again.
Call from
Scammer idiot, get a job.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Meryl, are you there?
Hello.
Meryl?
Hello. Yeah.
Hello, Meryl. How are you?
Oh. Hi.
Did you have a good 4th of July?
Yeah.
Okay, my grandfather wanted to go over a few things with you before I register. Is that okay with you? And thank you for being patient with me. I've just been going through a few things right now, and I'm just sorry. I've just been really stressed. What's that?
This is my wedding service.
What's the service?
Yeah. My investment is 100% sure.
Wait, what? Say that again. I'm sorry, I can't. Nope.
The person you are calling is unable to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Okay. Let's see if he goes for it. I'm just calling him, telling him my grandfather wants to talk to you, and you hung up on me. Let's see if he goes for it.
The person you are calling.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm going to text him again. The connection is bad and I don't have much time. What? It's literally just he told me to wait a few minutes. It's been an hour and now he's trying to pull this crap. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm telling him my grandfather wants to talk to you. Okay. Okay, let's call him again. Let's see if this works, hopefully now.
The person you are calling is unable.
Yeah. I can't do it now, guys. I tried. We're gonna see. I'm gonna see if the scammer calls me back. But I've been trying now, and I've been sending him a few messages, which I'm gonna have them up on the screen right now so you guys can see. But I've been trying to. Oh, now he's calling again. Now he's.
Call from.
Scammer idiot, get a job.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello, Merle? This is Aiden. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Merle? This is Aiden. How?
Yeah.
What's that? Yes. Yes. I can hear you. Can you hear me, Merle?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yes. So my grandfather wanted to talk about our investment, if that's okay with you. And I'm sorry for going back and forth with you a few days. Just been busy with a few things, and just my mom has just been really sick, and I've just been worried about her, and I've been going to the hospital a few times. You there?
Okay. My investment is 100% sure with a good return on a weekly basis.
What's that?
Investing in Bitcoin fund is very simple.
Okay. And how long have you been doing investments for?
I've been doing so for the past 10 years, and it's going smartly.
Okay. And let me get my grandfather on the phone. Hold on a second. Aiden, is she on the phone? Yeah, Grandpa Mason, he's here.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Mason.
Hello.
Hey, Aiden had me go to the bank, and he withdrawed $7,000, and he tells me this is like a $10,000 investment that we're gonna be making. And Aiden is telling me that he should sign up on your website. How does that work exactly? Can you tell me?
Yeah.
So what is Aiden supposed to do after he signs up on your website?
It depends on how you want to invest.
Well, what do you say? Can you speak up?
I can show you later. You don't talk about that. Can you press that?
Can you repeat yourself, Meryl? I'm sorry. It's just a bit hard to understand you. Hey, Aiden,
I'm trying to.
Aiden, did Jordy also invest? Did he invest also with Meryl? No, he didn't, Mason. Oh, okay. Do you know Aiden's friend Jordy? Do you know him?
100% sure.
Well, what do you say?
I said, my boyfriend is 100% sure. A good return in weekly basis.
Oh, okay. You do a lot of business, but this cryptocurrency. These kids are telling me a lot about this cryptocurrency and this Bitcoin and also this rock and roll and also a lot of this other stuff. I don't understand this new tech stuff. So I have a daughter. She's in the hospital right now, and Aiden is telling me that he signs up on your website and he takes our $7,000 and uses this Bitcoin thing, and then afterwards that you're gonna give him $20,000 in 7 days. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and will the money go directly into Aiden's account on the website?
I'll send you the detail.
What is that?
Yes.
Okay, and let me just ask you, I think, Meryl. What state are you from? What state are you from? Are you from New Jersey?
Yeah.
You're from New Jersey. Are you from Jersey City by any chance? Meryl, can you hear me? Hello? Meryl? Meryl? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
You said that you're from Jersey City, right?
Hello.
Yes, I hear you. Meryl, is that you? Is this Meryl on the line? Meryl Winters? What?
I'm from Los Angeles.
You're from Los Angeles. Oh, okay. I knew a good kid in Los Angeles one time. His name was Franklin Clinton. He works at a car dealership, and Los Angeles, it's a very busy city at times. Traffic and rush hour, and it just gets disgusting. You ever been down the Parkway, and then you see all the pollution in the air, all the cars in Los Angeles. It's just a lot. You know what I mean by Los Angeles? Winters? Winters, are you there? Hello? Hello? Winters? Hello? Can you hear me? Aiden! Aiden, I think there's something wrong with the call. Aiden! Aiden, get over here, now! Hello? Hello? Meryl? Are you there? Meryl, are you there? I think there's something wrong with the connection. My grandpa can't hear you anymore.
I'm busy right now. Let's go to
Meryl, did you talk to my grandpa?
Hello.
Meryl, did you talk? Oh, man. Okay, let's try to call her right back. This is... Oh, man.
The person you are calling is unable to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah, so I think she's realizing that I'm trying to I think she's realizing that I'm wasting her time. But basically, I'm thinking about doing a reveal right now. So I'm thinking about it, thinking about whether I should do it or not. But here's the thing about this. Here's what I think happened. You know how the scammer has been gone for nearly an hour before he contacted me. Here's what I think is happening. This seems like a call center to me. That's what I think this is. This is a call center because if you notice, her connection is like garbage. Like it's hard for me to hear her. And then in the background, I like hear like other noises, and I think it's other calls and stuff like that. So I think this is a call center. So I think the scammer that I was talking to, I'm pretty sure was a guy. I think it was a guy because not in the phone call, but through the messages, and because women don't tend to be scammers in a lot of these places. I mean, there are, but the amount of male scammers greatly outnumbers the amount of female scammers. So the chances of actually interacting with a female scammer for one of these call centers is actually minimal. And what I think probably happened, is this guy probably said, he probably went down the call center, probably was talking to like a bunch of people, and then said like, I need a woman here to talk on this phone line. But like he heard her voice, like I'm from Los Angeles. It's like that. It's like my God, I was gonna start talking about GTA and stuff like that, but he hung up. So I think he got a woman scammer to try to help him to try to make the call seem more genuine. But let me see if I can call him again. I'm gonna text her right now. I'm ready for the registration. My grandpa wants to ask you. Okay, let's see.
The person you are calling is unable.
Oh, man. Yep, this is that. Yeah, this is, this might be the end of the video here. Let's see if I can, I'm trying to get him on one more call, because I want to say something really stupid on the call here. The connection is bad, and I hope I told you this earlier that I didn't much time, Aiden. Okay, then I'm just gonna text him, when will you have more time? Because, and if he tries to tell me to register, I'm gonna tell him my grandpa said I can't register until he finishes talking to you, because it's my grandpa's money. That's okay. When will you have time? When will you have time to talk to my grandpa? And also, guys, I want to make this clear. I'm not making fun of old people. I'm not making fun of elderly senior people when I do that voice. I was just trying to do, like, typical grandpa, American grandpa that you were basically thinking about, and just talking about a bunch of stories and stuff like that, just to waste the scammer's time. But let's see if the scammer actually replies to me. And if the scammer replies to me, I'll actually have the message up on the screen as the scammer replies to me. And as I get a new message, it's just waiting right here. But yeah, that's basically what I think happened. Is I think that the scammer was I think the scammer probably walked down the call center and was probably like, I need a woman right here to talk to this guy right now. He thinks that I'm Merle Winters, and you notice how I called Merle Winters also, because I wanted to see if they were going to correct me. So they're so much into their scam that they don't even go by the script, by the name. They don't even remember the name exactly there. And I even tell him Merle. I think it's Merle. I think that's how you call it. But I even call it Merle there. But yeah, I was just thinking about saying, and how long have you been doing investments from Lagos, Nigeria? That's what I was thinking about saying. to the scammer. But we're gonna wait here. We're gonna see here, and I might just fast forward the video if it takes a few minutes for the scammer to get back to me here. But we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so we're back here. I got a text message from the scammer. I think I have spoken with him right now, and he asked me some questions, and I have answered him. Literally, I asked him stupid questions. I've spoken with him. Like, literally, their English is just so bad. My God. Let me just text. When will you have time? We just have to, when will you have time? You know what? I'm gonna say, when will you have time? My grandfather has one final question for you. Just texted that. And, basically, I'm just thinking whether I should do a reveal right now. I'm just really thinking whether I should. If the scammer refuses to talk to me, I'm gonna just basically say that I cannot invest any money without my grandpa's permission because it is my grandpa's money. Let's see, right here. Hopefully the scammer gets back to me here. I have been busy because of you. I picked? What? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Because I have been busy is because of you I picked? I feel like there's a different scammer texting me now. I don't think this is the same person, because this scammer, their grammar is even worse than the first scammer I talked to, so I'm pretty sure this is a different scammer now. This is not the same scammer. Their English is even worse. It's even terrible. It's just, I don't even understand what they're trying to tell me right now. I'm gonna just text, okay, I will call right now. I will call right now. Let's see, please, hopefully they answer. Hello, Meryl? Please don't hang up on my grandpa because we're ready to do our investment, but he's getting really irritated right now that you keep hanging up on him. Are you there?
Hello?
Hello? Meryl, it's Aiden here. Please don't hang up on my grandpa again. We're ready to do the investment. We're ready to register, but he's just getting really irritated because you hung up on him before. Please don't do that. He gets really annoyed. He's about to go to sleep, and he just wants to finalize this before he goes to sleep, okay? We're ready to register, and we have $10,000 in Bitcoin. Okay? Hold on, I'm gonna get my grandpa. Hold on. Aiden, is she there? Yeah, Grandpa, she's here. Hello? Meryl, are you there? Can you hear me? Hello? Meryl, excuse me, young woman. I don't like to be talked to like this. You know, I pour my heart out to you, telling you about some stories, and you just hang up on me like that. You know, me and Aiden, we went to the bank, and we got the money for you. We're ready to do the Bitcoin investment, but this is not how you run a business. You don't run a business. This is not good customer service like this. This is not. You know, I did a lot for my country. You know, I fought for my country during the Cuban Missile Crisis. You know, I protected Florida from communism, okay? So this is not the way you talk to me like this. Can I talk to your manager right now? Because I really want to talk to your manager because this is just not okay. I want to make a complaint.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's not okay, Meryl. We went to the bank. We have the money for you ready to invest, and you just do this. You know, I knew a guy a long time ago. His name was Simeon, and he literally screwed me over out of a car. We were talking about a car, and literally there was sawdust in the engine of the car. Okay? I don't like being talked to like this. I don't. Okay? So I'm ready. I have to go to sleep soon, and I'm gonna put my grandson Aiden on the phone soon, and we have to support my daughter at the hospital. But this is not okay how you do this. Okay? Do you hear me?
It's connection bad. It's connection bad. I'm sorry.
Okay, but I'm just warning you because look, listen to me, you whippersnapper. Like, I'm a very patient guy, okay? And you're lucky I don't make a complaint to your manager right now because that would not be good for you. Because I look at your website and I see a lot of 5-star reviews, but I could leave a very bad review and I could write that Meryl hanged up on me on the phone. She's not a nice woman like this, okay? Because my grandson, he really believes in you. You know that? He believes in you because there was this terrible Olivia woman. There's a terrible Olivia woman, and she took his money. She took his money, and he said that you're the only friend that he has. His other friend Jordy, he doesn't even want to talk to him anymore, and so he considers you his only friend right now. And he's crying. He's upset about what Olivia did to him, took his money, and he's really hoping that you can help him get all of his money back. But you don't do this, Meryl. You don't just hang up on somebody like that. That's just rude, and it's just not nice. Aiden was counting on you. Don't do this to him. Okay?
Okay. It's connection bad. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, tell me, what do you want? What do you want my grandson to do? What do you want him to do on the website? You want him to register on there?
I want you to know a business with me. With $100,000 and $45,000 in a weekend, register no more that.
And then you want my grandson to send you his username when he registers, right? That's what you want him to do?
Yes.
Okay. And how long until he gets his investment back? How long is that going to be?
It's up.
How long is this investment going to be? Is this going to be a week or a few days, or what is this going to be?
It's going to be a week.
Okay, so if Aiden tells me that if he gives you the $10,000 in Bitcoin, that you can then give him $20,000 back in 1 week. Is that true? If he does it right now, if he signs up?
Yes, it's real. If you have 100,000 and 45,000 weekly visits or more than that.
Okay. I will have to talk to Aiden, and we'll have to. I think we will register. We will register tonight like this. But you said you were from Los Angeles. What?
Register with me. I'll send you the details so you can register with me.
Can you?
My investment is 100% sure.
Huh.
Really good return in your work to be easy. So you have to trust and believe in me.
Okay. I believe in you. And your name is Meryl Winters, right? That's your name?
Yes.
Okay, Meryl Winters. Okay then. And what I'm sorry. I just always like to get to know people. But just tell me, how is your 4th of July? Did you see your family on the 4th of July?
You saw?
Oh, okay. Because me and Aiden, we went to a barbecue together, and Aiden doesn't have a lot of friends, but he does believe in you a lot, and he's been talking to you the last few weeks, and he showed me your messages, and I'm sorry I yelled at you earlier, you're Meryl Winters. I'm sorry for that. I just really don't like it when people hang up on me, but I see how you help my grandson, and you were very nice to him, even when the other terrible Olivia woman, when she stole the money from him. So you have a good heart, Meryl, and I hope that your parents are very proud of you because you work a very honest job and you do a really good service for people. So yes, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to my friends at the bar, And when I go to my friends at the bar, we're gonna have a few beers, and we're gonna talk about you, and we're gonna talk about your website, and I'm gonna tell my friends that you're a really good investor, and that you do a lot of good work for the community, and you help people out, and everything like that. It's all a lot of good.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, but Meryl, I just have one final question for you, and when I ask you this one final question, me and Aiden we're going to invest on your website. Can I ask you this one last question?
Okay.
How long have you been doing investments from Lagos, Nigeria? How long have you been doing that for?
Oh. Hello.
Yeah? Hello?
You said how long have I been into this investment, right?
Well, what's that?
I've been into it for the past 15 years.
You've been in Nigeria for 15 years?
Huh?
How long have you been doing investments from Nigeria for?
No, it's not been in Nigeria.
I think
The country. I don't
no, I
for
think
first.
because I tell you something. I have a really good friend, and my really good friend, his name is Hudson. We did a lot of stuff back in Nam back in the day. Okay, we fought the Viet Cong, and we stopped Kravchenko, and we did a lot of that other stuff. But I asked my friend Hudson to do a little bit of digging because he works in the CIA and he works for the American government, and he told me that you are in Nigeria, that you're in Lagos, Nigeria, and he told me that you're not in Los Angeles, that you're in Nigeria. That's my friend in the American government told me.
I'm from Los Angeles.
Are you sure you're not from Nigeria?
No, I'm not from Nigeria. I don't believe in Nigeria's joke.
Oh, because that's what my friend told me. My friend Hudson, he told me that you were in Nigeria, and my friend Mason, he also collaborated that. But I don't know now. I don't know. I'd have to I have to think about this type of stuff. I have to. I'm a bit confused because I don't know why an American investor is in Nigeria. That's what I don't understand because that they track you from satellite, and the CIA they see your office, and they see all of you through camera, and they see you, and they see your friends, and they know how you gave the phone to them before, and they know about that. They know you're in an office building in Lagos, Nigeria. They know, but the American government knows about that. The CIA know that, and that's why I wanted to be sure that, because if you're from what's that?
I'm not from No. I don't do it with Nigeria's joke. My investment is 100% sure with a good return in weekly gains. I'm from Los Angeles, USA. I'm not from
Okay.
Nigeria.
Okay then. And Meryl, let me just ask you one question. What year was the Declaration of Independence signed? Yeah. You're not an American, Meryl. You're a Nigerian. And I hope that your family is very proud of you for what you do. That you lie to people and you use a bot network and you make fake comments on YouTube. Because I may be old, Meryl, but I'm also a very smart man. And I have contacts in the CIA and the National Security Agency, and they're gonna come down on you. And they know about what you've been doing. That you've been using fake accounts, you've been trying to trick people, saying that you're a legitimate investor, your website is fake, the reviews on there aren't real, and you're just trying to steal money from people. You're trying to steal money like from my grandson. And my grandson, his mother is sick in the hospital. How can you sleep at night doing stuff like this? How can you do this to people? Do you have a conscience? Do you have a soul? Are you...
Olivia, okay, I'm not people like that. Olivia.
let me ask you, if your parents saw you right now, what would they think right now? Hey, you're just sitting in a call center, you're lying to people, and you're trying to take their money. You think your parents or your grandparents, you think they'd be proud of you right now if they saw that you do stuff like this to other people?
I'm not, okay?
You're not what?
Maybe we have to end this conversation. It's like you're bullying me.
Because, Meryl, I think that you should get a real job. Because if you don't, my friend Hudson and the CIA, they're going to come to Nigeria. And they're going to talk to the Nigerian government. And you're going to get in a lot of trouble. So I highly suggest that you get a new job. That you do something and you stop. Because I know your name isn't even Meryl Winters. That's not your name. And the message that you sent my grandson, you said to him that your name is Meryl Whitmer. But I called you Meryl Winters several times. And you said to me that's your name. You didn't even try to correct me. It's clear you didn't even memorize the scam name that you made. You're a scammer just like Olivia. You're a liar. You're not a real... You're just sitting there lying to people.
I'm not from Nigeria, okay?
Okay, you're in Nigeria. You're in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, I know this. I have friends in the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency. They've already checked it. I know you're in Lagos, Nigeria. You're in an office building. I know that. Okay. There's no point in lying. Now look, you can still do the right thing. You can still do the right thing, and you can stop these scams. You can stop these. You can stop lying to people. Oh, there she goes. That was it. Well, guys, that was it with the scammer. Do you guys think I made a convincing old person's voice? I tried my best on that. I used a bunch of video game characters' names. I bet they're too stupid to even understand anything that I was talking about there with those video game characters. But that was great. That was just this is just hilarious. But honestly, I think that I freaked her out. I think I did. I think I got to her because when she was noticed that several times when I was talking to her several times, she was just saying to me, "No, I'm not in Nigeria. I'm not in Lagos, Nigeria." And she's telling me like her phone connection is terrible, but she clearly does not have an American accent. Her English is absolutely terrible. And she's like, "I'm from Los Angeles." Like with that type of accent, you're from Los Angeles. But it was basically what I think she was trying to do. The reason she was trying to talk to me for so long is I think that she was trying to basically convince me that she wasn't in Nigeria because I think she actually got scared. I don't know her exact location. I don't know that. I just know that she's in Lagos, Nigeria. I know she's obviously in some kind of office building, in some kind of telemarketer building. And she was basically just trying to convince me that she was not, that she was in Nigeria. That was it. But I was thinking about whether I should reveal or not. But I decided to reveal at the end because and the thing about that is, while I was trolling her for the most part, what I said at the end there when I said you can do the right thing and you can stop scamming, I was being sincere in that. I was being truthful in that. That's probably the only time in this entire conversation I didn't lie or troll the scammer. That was the only time I probably didn't lie to the scammer, is when I said that. Specifically, my mom is not sick again. I made that whole story up with my mom being sick, but it was a way to see whether these scammers have any compassion, whether they have any emotion, whether they have any conscience, and they don't. They're just honestly awful, terrible human beings. That's what they pretty much are. I'll try to call the number back right now, and let me just see one last time here. Let's see if we can call the number here.
The person you are calling is unable to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah, Meryl, I know that you're in Lagos, Nigeria, and this is to you and all the people that are working at your call center. I know people in the Central Intelligence Agency, in the CIA, and I'm telling you people to stop. Because if you don't stop, the CIA and the NSA, they're going to come and they're going to arrest you if you don't stop this crap. So you stop, because this is not a good thing to do. And you're hurting a lot of people. And I'm telling you that I may be old, but I'm not stupid. And I know what you're trying to do here. So please, I ask you to do the right thing. I'm giving you a chance to do the right thing. Do it. I highly suggest you do it. That's it. I'm not going to try to call the scammer anymore. I'm not going to try to talk to the scammer anymore. That's pretty much it. It's over. I'm just going to text the scammer one thing. Merrill, whatever. My grandfather is telling me that his friends in the American government told him, you are not an American, but are in Nigeria. Specifically Lagos. And you are in an office building. The scammer said, why your grandfather keep embarrassing me? I told you earlier that I'm not people like Olivia. I'm just trying to help you out. My God, it's just, oh man, that's... Oh man, and I'll have the message up on the screen, and I posted my message afterwards. Oh man, that's just, damn. Yeah. For people wondering, I was using Google Voice the entire time, so I was calling the scammer through Google Voice, and I had a fake number on Google Voice, and that's how I was contacting the scammer most of the time. But man, we'll see if the scammer reaches out to me one more time here. We're gonna see if the scammer does anything else here. But honestly, like, she is still trying to scam me. She's still trying to scam me. I told you earlier that I'm not people like Olivia, okay? I'm just trying to help you out. Yeah, sure you are, Meryl. You are so trying to help me out. You're trying to help yourself out. You're trying to steal my Bitcoin. That's exactly what this is about. It's just them. But, yeah, if you guys enjoy these videos, if you guys like me trolling these people, like, scaring the crap out of these scammers, let me know. I wasn't trying to threaten the scammer there, but I was basically just saying, my friend, I was pretending my grandpa thing that my friend is in the CIA, his name is Hudson, the video game character is not real, that we know where you are, and that you're in we're using satellites to find you, and about that, and, honestly, you remember that long pause that she took? I asked her, what year was the Declaration of Independence signed? 1776. The thing, any American can tell you that. Even an American that doesn't even know history that well can tell you that 1776, that's the year that pretty much most Americans know. If somebody does not answer that question, that what year is the Declaration of Independence signed, they're not an American. So that's one way that I tell whether they're actually an American or not. I just always ask that historical question. Sure, there could be Americans that might not know that, but the vast majority of people know that it's 1776. And so that's why I look at that long pause. I just asked her, what year was the Declaration of Independence signed? Long pause. It's just that I think I really freaked the scammer out, and that time I just kept her on hold there. I wasted like 20 more minutes of the scammer's time, so this is basically going on for an entire month, a month and a week at this point. So a month and a week. And I scared this. I think I got to the scammer. Let me know. Do you guys think I scared the scammer? And honestly, I didn't even understand everything that she was saying. I didn't. I was trying to understand it, but the connection, I guess, was bad, and her accent. Not my company, okay? If you can't trust me, it's okay. I just put it up on the screen. My God, that's not my company, okay? If you can't trust me, it's okay. That's that. Oh man, that was that. But it's I guess we will wrap it up here. I don't think there's really any point in continuing with the scammer here. I really hope the Nigerian police do something, because I gave the Nigerian police, it's been over like near a week since I contacted them, and yet they have not replied to me at all. The Nigerian police have not done anything. I've given them the IP address of the scammer. I've given them the scammer's phone number. I've given them the scammer's website. I really hope the Nigerian police do something about this. And also, I know I'm gonna have people ask me this in the comments. They're gonna ask me, Professional, why are there so many scammers from Nigeria? Because you hear about the Nigerian prince scam, and you hear the Nigerian cruise scam. This is something else. This is Nigerian Bitcoin scam. But why are there so many scammers in Nigeria? The reason that there's so many scammers in Nigeria is for one simple reason, and that is because the government is not doing anything about that. These scammers, like in Nigeria, for example, they target people specifically in outside of Nigeria. The moment these scammers start targeting people inside Nigeria, the Nigerian police is gonna go after them like crazy. They're gonna go after them. But if the scammers are targeting like Americans, like you and me, and trying to like screw us over, scam us, and also this scam was actually not even directed towards Americans. It was actually directed towards British people. If you want to know where I saw this scam comment, it was on a Sky News comment post. So Sky News, the British news, it was a post that was recommended to me, and when I look at the comments, that's actually where I found this thing. So I guess they were trying to direct it towards British people specifically here. But that's basically it. Is when there is not that many, when scammers know that law enforcement, for people that don't know, I went to college. In college, I went for law enforcement technology, and I graduated in that. I was considering pursuing a career in law enforcement, but I ended up doing YouTube, and I did really well on YouTube, and that's what I just really enjoyed, making videos for you guys. This is probably the crazy current event video that I've made, basically, here's the thing about the scammers. So the scammers, they know that if they're not going to be prosecuted for it, if they steal money from people from like America, Great Britain, countries outside of Nigeria, then they're going to keep doing it. Because think about it this way. If criminals know that they can get away with something and the police are not going to do anything about that, they're going to keep doing that. And that's why you see a lot of scammers from countries like Nigeria specifically. It's because the police, I'm sure there's decent, honest people in the Nigerian police in Nigeria, don't get me wrong, but it's that huge numbers of the police in Nigeria, they don't do anything about this. They don't stop these scammers. That's why the scammers in Nigeria are just so out of control here. But I will tell you guys this, also, there are scammers from also a lot of other countries, not just Nigeria or India. You hear Nigeria and India common, but India is another country. Not every scammer is from these two countries. India, it's the same thing. It's that the police in India, they really don't do anything when the scammers target people outside of India. It's only if the scammers target people inside India that they will do something about it. Like, for example, the most amount of hackers in the world, what country has the most amount of hackers? Russia. And the reason that Russia has so many hackers is because America would have had just as many hackers as Russia does, hacking into other countries. But the reason that America doesn't have as many hackers as Russia is because in America, if I hack into France, for example, and I start like hacking into French banks or like French people's accounts and stuff like that, the French police is going to complain to the American police, and then the American government is going to go after me. But if you're in Russia and you hack into another country, they're not going to do anything about that. The Russian, as long as if the hackers hack in Russia, then the police will do something. But if they hack outside Russia, especially in like a lot of Western countries, they're not going to do anything about that. So that's why you hear so many hackers from Russia. But I've seen scammers from Poland also. I've seen Polish scammers before. That's where my parents are from. So if you know the neighborhood Greenpoint, Brooklyn, it's a Polish neighborhood in New York. There was Polish scammers that are basically pulling the grandpa's scam. If you don't know what the grandparent scam is, the grandparent scam is basically where this Polish scammers were looking up elderly Polish people in a phone book, and they were talking Polish to them, and they were saying to them, we're from the police, we have a translator, and they would speak Polish to the elderly Polish people because their English isn't that good, and also it's to lure them in, it's to make them feel comfortable. If somebody's speaking the exact same language as you, telling you that they're a police translator, that's going to make these elderly people, that's why the scammers target the elderly, because they're much easier victims. Elderly people aren't as aware of a lot of this stuff, personally. Like, I wasn't trying to make fun of elderly people with my voice earlier. I was just trying to make a very convincing elderly voice, and then I was just basically going to throw it right at the scammer that I know that you're in Lagos, Nigeria. But basically, the Polish scammers were calling elderly Polish people in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, and what they were doing is they were telling them that we're from the police, we have a translator that speaks Polish here, and your grandson or your granddaughter is in jail right now, and you need to go to the store and you need to buy Google Play gift cards. And that's typically that is typically the scam. And Indian scammers do this scam also. So it's a common with Indian scammers, but this was Polish scammers in this case that did this crap. And so I heard from a few Polish people in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, that this was happening. And so that's the point that I'm making here is that the scammers are from a lot of different countries. It's not just Nigeria and India. But I really hope that the Nigerian police do something about this. I really hope, because I filled out a police report and I included all the evidence there. And it's been nearly a week. They haven't replied to my email. They haven't called me. They haven't texted me. Nothing like that. So I really hope the Nigerian police does something about this. But if anything, I might have freaked the scammers out so much that they might actually change their location. Maybe, probably not, but that's I'm probably not the first person who has actually who has done this to scammers. These scammers have probably encountered other people like me who have done this before. But if anything, if I'm hoping that I either convinced the scammers to stop scamming, probably not. Or at least I convinced the scammers to change locations. You know, if they're changing locations, they're going to have to waste a lot of resources, a lot of time, money, and resources to pack up and go to another location. They typically do these in office buildings. That's typically office buildings or warehouses, but that's basically what it is. And I highly doubt that this scammer was the one who made the bots. They probably have somebody who's knowledgeable of computers, probably who made the bots, and then they have another person who is probably on the phones, just like, just texting. But they probably didn't expect me to do a call. And notice how, she was trying really hard to avoid getting into a call with me. But that's pretty much it. I know this has been a very long video, guys, but basically I just wanted to break that down. And if you guys ever want me to do more videos like this, just trolling and just pissing off these scammers, let me know down below in the comments. I hope you guys like my Aiden Pierce whole, cosplay here. But let me know if I made a convincing grandpa voice. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I honestly hope these scammers, get a conscience, because, a lot of times I just think to myself, how can people sleep at night, doing stuff like this? Because, she knew that, that my mom supposedly was, sick in the hospital. Again, my mom is fine, but I made that whole story up with my mom being in the hospital because I just wanted to see whether the scammers would still, have even slightly, even a tiny heart, if they would even have anything, and they would stop, but no. And the scammer knows my mom is sick in the hospital with that story, that I supposedly gotten scammed by Olivia, which I want to thank my friend, my friend Billy, Pudding Tasty Apples, that's his YouTube name. I will link Pudding Tasty Apples down below. He's also done videos in the past, trolling scammers, but I'll link his channel down below. He's a good friend of mine, we grew up together, and, he helped me with those messages, just texting the scammer on another phone, pretending to be Olivia, but the scammer knew that I basically lost, 15, 16 grand, and I pretended to lose an extra $1,000 in gift cards. And so the scammer knew I lost so much money, and they were still trying to scam me. But it was more to irritate the scammer. It was more to get the scammer pissed off, because the thing is, the scammer is thinking that I was this close. I was about to get $10,000, and another scammer just comes in and just steals it. And this time, they were thinking that they were going to get $10,000, but Grandpa Mason comes by, and Grandpa Mason saves the day with his friend Hudson in the CIA. But thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do drop a like. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys. So I thought that would be the end of it, but it doesn't end there, guys, and I'm also going to give you guys one final update on the police report. But anyways, about this here is the scammer actually texted me about 10 minutes after that call and said, I have been into trading, over 15 years of experience, Aiden, it's fine. I'm just trying to help you and your family to make a lot of money and living a luxurious life. Terrible grammar. That's how you get into Olivia scam. I told you then, but you don't listening to me. Now your grandfather keep embarrassing me. I believe something that God knows the best. That really disgusted me when they said that God knows the best. Bye. And then, of course, the reason they say things like that, they say, I don't want you to invest with me, but, here's still, I'm a good person and blah, 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 this, but then they're going to come back to you and try to get you to invest with them. Just try to lure you in to try to feel more confident with them. And then, of course, a day later, scammer texts me, good day, Aiden, what's the situation? I haven't heard from you. Aiden, I understand that you guys are not trusting me, but if you can give me a chance to prove myself to you guys, and once I start your trading, I believe that you're going to be said sorry for disturbing me at the end of this. If you do not want to be started with 10,000, you can just give me a try of 5,000 or 6,000 and see what we happen next in weekly. Terrible grammar again. So I thought you said you don't want me to invest with your company anymore. That's okay. But of course, you're coming back and texting me. And now, for people wondering, why is the scammer still trying to text you even after you had, basically told the scammer, screw off, I know that this is a scam. The reason I think the scammer kept going after me is for two reasons. One, they're probably panicking that I know their location, so they're trying to convince me that this is actually a real thing. And secondly, the scammers oftentimes have bosses. They have supervisors, bosses, people that are in charge of the scam operation. This idiot, with their bad grammar, I guarantee you this idiot is not in charge of the scam operation. This is just one of the scammers that's on the phones. This is definitely not the person who made the website or the one who made the bots. This is just one of the person that's on the phone. And what I think happened is, I think one of the scammer bosses, one of the scammer supervisors basically talked to them and was like, you talked to this guy for 5 weeks. For 5 weeks and you got nothing out of him, you are wasting our time. Because think about that. This scammer spent 5 weeks talking to me, thinking that they were going to get, 15, 16 grand, and they got nothing. They got absolutely nothing. And so they could have possibly gotten in trouble for that. So that's why they're desperately trying to get something out of me here, because they've wasted so much time, because that's other time that they could have been scamming other people. So I definitely took that away from them, that they weren't able to interact with other people in that same time frame. And take a look at this right here. This is what I wrote to the scammer. Now, I was considering at this point not replying, but basically a day or two went by and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to be very confrontational with this. And I wrote this. This is not Aiden anymore, but his grandfather Alex Mason, from Call of Duty. You tried to scam my grandson. He believed in you, thought you were his friend, even after he got scammed, made a spelling mistake there, I wrote Evan, but even after he got scammed by another scammer, you still tried. You claimed he doesn't have to invest with you, but then push it and pressure him. His mother is sick in the hospital, and you still tried to scam him. You have no honor and are a terrible person. It disgusts me that you brought God into this. Now, me, you guys know I'm an agnostic. I'm not really a religious person, but it does really disgust me, and it really does disturb me that they brought God into this, and they're saying, God knows the truth. Just absolutely disgusting. Evil. It disgusts me that you brought God into this. Well, if you believe in God, he knows the truth. I didn't embarrass you. You embarrassed yourself. I even called you Meryl Winters several times when you claimed to be Meryl Whitmer. You don't even remember your fake name. I know that's not your name, and you are in Lagos, Nigeria, not Los Angeles. You use a bot network to post fake comments on YouTube videos. Your website reviews are fake. You weren't worried my grandson was getting scammed. You just wanted to be the one to scam him. I know you passed the phone to a few other scammers during the delay in the messages before the call. Your English is terrible as well. How can you be a world-renowned investor and have so many grammar mistakes? You have ruined so many people's lives and have no shame. I gave you the chance to do the right thing during the call. I told you to stop your scam, but you hung up on me and tried to scam my grandson again. Now you gave me no choice. Now I will do what I have to do. Now, at this point is what I basically said to the scammer. I didn't technically threaten them, but it could be interpreted as a threat. I said, now I will do what I have to do. I was very careful with my words there. And the scammer has absolutely no idea what I mean by that. That probably did freak them out. And the scammer then writes, hello, Aiden. You have started sending money to Olivia, right? Since you don't trust me anymore, I'm going to advise you to stop sending money to her because that's people spoiling professional traders. You're the one spoiling professional traders. I have 3 people Olivia have scammed right now. They're reporting how Olivia scammed there and stop sending your money to her. Now, remember, Olivia was my friend Pudding. My friend Pudding was posing as Olivia in those text messages. There was scammers in the past, months in the past that had used that name, Olivia. It was Olivia, and then the last name that they had on there, and that was that was the pseudonym. That was the fake name that they had basically used for their scams. And so the reason that my friend took up that name right there is so that the scammer would actually believe that we had lost money to a rival scammer. But and then he says, and I have explained the situation to the company management, and it is willing to talk with you. If you're willing to talk with her, kindly let me know. Completely disregards everything that I said in that message. And then the scammer texts me back, a few days later, again. Hello, how are you doing and your mother? I hope everything is going fine here. I just want to hear from you. And then just Saturday, just a few days before, the scammer texted me, hey, Aiden, I haven't heard from you. How's your mother's body? I hope she's feeling better. I want to hear from you. What is that supposed to mean? How's my mother's body? And I wrote, my grandfather has already tracked you to Shagumu, Nigeria. He told you to stop. You should have listened to him. So again, I said that to the scammer. You should have listened to him. So scammer doesn't know what I mean by that exactly. Now, remember that when I looked up the scammer's location through Grabify told me that he was in Lagos, Nigeria. But when I typed in the same IP address on What's My IP actually said he's in Shagumu, if I'm saying that correctly, which is a city north of Lagos. So he's in that general area. And hello, Aiden. I'm not from Nigeria, okay? If you're on Instagram, you can also check more about me, Aiden, and then post me an Instagram thing. Now, let me show you guys their Instagram page. This is their Instagram page right here. And I have this blurted out right here because I don't know if YouTube terms, if I'm allowed to show, a scammer's page on here. But basically, the picture that they have right here, this is apparently a picture of the real Meryl Whitmer. So again, she's a victim in this. She is innocent. She's an actual investor. The scammer is posing as her. I didn't want her real life picture to be shown on this. But they're basically impersonating her. And the scammer put a WhatsApp link here. Now, the thing about this is I don't have a WhatsApp. And so I asked one of my friends here to actually check this link for me, and it turns out this is the exact same number that I was texting from Google Voice to their WhatsApp. And right here, the scammer posts a bunch of pictures like supercars and stuff like this. And look, I can already tell from this, no investor is actually going to be posting stuff like this, like on their Instagram. Look, hello, hello Charlotte, how are you doing today? Blah blah blah. This, creating conversations. This grammar is even bad. But here's the thing about this, guys. if I actually click, this is how stupid this scammer is. This scammer is so stupid. If I actually click on the 3 dotted lines and I click on the about page, do you know what I get? Look at the location right there. Yep, that's right, Nigeria. It says based in Nigeria. It says, I am not in Nigeria, and then sends me a link. Here's my Instagram. Here's proof I'm not in Nigeria. I click on the About Me page. It said located in Nigeria. And here, here we're on the scammer's page again. I'm not showing the top of it because I don't want to show their name and all of that. But look at these conversations again. Hello, Charlotte. How are you doing today? I'm great, and you? I'm blessed, ma'am. Sorry for disturbing you at this hour. It's night over here, and too early for this, but I'm really too excited about the profits I receive from your platform. So amazing how this investment works. Really good, and the returns are massive. Oh, you made your withdrawals already? Yes, ma'am. Well, shouldn't the trader know that you made your withdrawals at that point? The scammer probably took a picture of something probably from Google of some class right here. Thank you for investing with us. We really appreciate you to confirm fake picture on here. Ma'am, I'm very sorry for doubting you. Now I know it's real and legit very. You can tell from these conversations that this is not even English, is not their first language. I want to say thank you for helping me thank you for helping me make so much profit. I have received this alert. You are welcome, no problem. Really appreciate it. I will love to invest more. That sounds great. How about I invest with $1,000? And look, the scammer is so stupid that doesn't even realize you're supposed to put the dollar in front of the one. How much will be my profit? And just, of course, putting a bunch of pictures of supercars, more conversations. This is clearly all, just a fake page. And what I'm going to do, guys, with this this page, because this page has been up since, 2019. So this scammer has been, up for 4 years. I don't know how they have 8,000 followers. I don't know how that happened. It's probably bots. If anybody in the comments knows how the scammer got 8,000 followers, please let me know. I think it's bots or something like that, or possibly hacked accounts. So on Twitter, I will post the scammer's page after the video, and I will tell people to report this. And if we get enough people to report this, if we get, all my Twitter followers, hundreds of my Twitter followers, thousands of my Twitter followers to report this, then we can probably get this page taken down if we get enough reports on this. And also, let me show you guys this. This is also an update on the police report right here. And let me also move my camera down. And here is an update on the police report, guys. So this is the email. I made a Y-mail just so that I could email the Nigerian police. And this is the email that I provided with them when I made that police report. And the thing about this, guys, I'll say, I am very disappointed in Nigerian police. Very, very disappointed. You guys, I'm sorry to say this, excuse my language, but you guys over there, you guys need to get your shit together, because this is just unacceptable. Now look, I understand that investigations take time. I fully get that. I took law enforcement in school. That's what I went for. I got a bachelor's degree in law enforcement technology. I wanted to, work in law enforcement. I ended up doing YouTube. But I understand that investigations take time. Don't get me wrong on that. But it's been a month. I understand maybe you haven't arrested the person or caught the person yet, but you'd think that at least you would reach out to me. At least you would email me. You would text me. And the phone number that I provided them, they didn't text me. They did not call me. They did not email me here. No, none of that. So what are you doing there? And so I used the name Aiden right here for my email. And the reason I used Aiden is because I didn't want to use, my first name, Patrick. And the reason for that is because I don't know the people in the Nigerian police that get that. There's also a risk. I don't know if they're tied to the scammers also. So I didn't want to include my real name on that too. But what I'll tell you guys is, this is exactly the reason. So I made, June 30th is when I made the email. I submitted the police report right around that same day or the day after. So it's been over a month and no response whatsoever. And this is exactly the reason why the Nigerian police force has such a bad reputation. This is a perfect reason why. Don't get me wrong. I know there's good and honest cops in Nigeria too. But huge amounts of the Nigerian police, they just don't care. When people report scammers, they just don't care. They don't even bother investigating it. They probably didn't even start an investigation. They just probably disregarded my police report, didn't even bother looking at it. That's probably what happened. Oh, somebody's reporting a scam? Well, we don't care. So I don't think it's entirely corruption. I think corruption could be part of it, but I think it's more incompetence. I think it's just they're just thinking that, oh, it's it's not Nigerians who are victims of this, and so therefore we really don't care. Because these scammers, like I said, they almost never target people inside the country like Nigeria. They target people outside of the country. And so because they're targeting people outside, the Nigerian police don't care. But here's the thing. As a law enforcement official, you have an obligation to uphold the law. And it doesn't matter whether the victim of the crime is outside of your country. You still, if the scammer is in your country, scamming somebody outside of your country, you still have an obligation as a law enforcement official to arrest and prosecute that person to the full extent of the law. But unfortunately, you're not doing it right there. So I don't know what the hell they're doing. A victim of a crime is a victim everywhere. And it doesn't matter if they're outside of your country. You still have an obligation to do something about that. But unfortunately, Nigerian police has not done anything. Like I said, I'm just really disappointed in Nigerian police. I'm really, really disappointed because, and the thing about this is I told a bunch of my friends that I was making, a police report about this, over a month ago. And the thing is, though, every single one of my friends that I told that I was making a police report, they told me it's a waste of time. The Nigerian police is not going to bother doing it. And I said, you know what? I'm still going to try. At least I'm going to still try to do something. But, my friends were right in the end. The Nigerian police have not done anything. Hopefully they actually do something. But I have done as much as I can, guys. I'm trying to take down this Instagram page. I have made a police report. And when I made that police report, I gave them all the information. I gave them the scammer's IP address. I gave them the scammer's WhatsApp number. I gave them the scammer's, website. I gave them, pictures of what the scammer was saying, their YouTube comment. I put it in Imgur links because I couldn't, post screenshots there, but I did provide them with everything there. Everything that they needed in that police report, I typed it up. I provided them with everything, and it just disappoints me that they have not gotten back to me. So it's up to the Nigerian police in the end. We're probably going to be able to get the Instagram page taken down if enough of us, report it. But as for, the scam itself, the Nigerian police need to do something. So the police in that country need to do something. So hopefully they do something. But like I said, I'm not trying to insult the police in Nigeria, and I know some of my fans are in Nigeria. I'm not trying to insult your country's police force. What I'm saying is this is the reason on why the Nigerian police force has such a bad reputation, because people basically look at stuff like this and they say they don't care. They just don't care. So they really need to do something about this. Like I said, I know there's probably good cops in Nigeria, but there's just so many bad cops that are just not bothering to do with it. And if they're not corrupt, they just don't care. That's the problem there. So they really need to start doing stuff about this. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, do drop a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.